Is this what you wanted?
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. on Tuesday, July 5th. Your government taco forecast today in Baton Rouge. Expect cloudy skies with a high of 84. Government taco, where our pickled onions always make a taco wet. Coming up on OTB, we have a new weekend winners at 8 a.m. And we have a new edition of OTB Mailbag. So get your questions into the Bayou Ford YouTube chat and we'll answer them at 8:30. Hold the Mayo also joins the show at 9:15 for some spread lines. You can follow today's show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at OTB_ESPN, or check us out on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
Let me go.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, P, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo.
Yo, what's up? Welcome in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another great week of OTB. B. Can you dig it? I can. Very excited to be here today. Short week, boys. 4-day work week, fully in effect. We always love that. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend over the weekend. July 4th yesterday. Hope you got to spend it with your friends and your family and your loved ones. And that's great if you did. If you were somebody out there that had to work so that the rest of the country could enjoy their time, well, know that this show remains indebted to you, and we thank you. I hope, well, boys, I guess we'll start how we do every single day. We've got a great show planned. I say that every day, so whatever. You don't have to trust me. But we do have really big recruiting news to break down. We got a lot of segments lined up for today since we're kind of doubling up. You know, we got our weekend winners, which is a bit of an extended edition given the extra day. We got OTB Mailbag. We still got spread lines. In fact, if you're watching online, Danny, maybe when you come to this shot, we are actually rocking our brand new Hold the Mayo RB and R Day shirts. And we'll talk to Devin Snow a bit later on. Look at this MFer right here. I think our shirt's still sold out. We'll talk to Dev about all that, but shout out to our guy for getting us some shirts. All right, though. Let's go ahead and start what we do every day. Welcome everybody in. Jake, how's your 4th Jolly weekend? All good, dude?
Yeah, everything was good. Much needed. A little relaxation.
Yep.
Enjoyed an extra day off. Enjoyed time with the family. We went and saw the Minions movie, and I wanted to ask y'all because maybe
I saw it as well for what this is worth.
Okay, maybe y'all know better than I. Everyone was wearing like suits, including my children, because like they saw it online, and like everyone was like walking around, like they had the suits on, and like, oh, you here to see Minions? And it was like and they dap each other up. Anybody know what's going on there?
It's some kind of play on words because their money grew, like the protagonist grew.
I cannot.
Right, okay. I don't know.
I cannot understand.
That's all I know.
When it comes to Minions, where the irony begins and where it ends. Do these people genuinely like these movies, or is it all like okay, that recent Marvel movie, Morbius? We never got into it on the show, but did y'all see the meme culture that evolves around Morbius?
My 12-year-old is all about it. Yeah,
it's Morbid
it's
time.
Morbid time.
Yeah, it's Morbid time. To the point where like so many people were talking about Morbius. Marvel's like, oh, we're gonna put it back in theaters. People are gonna go see it this time, and then nobody saw it again. And then now the Morb community is being like, you know, it's Morbid time. Release it again. Put it in a third time. So I can't tell. Is this a Morbius situation, or this is what else I was thinking? Because I've seen all the Minion movies because I have kids. I think they're awful. Like, I think they are like devoid of almost anything. They're kind of funny from a physical comedy standpoint.
I didn't mind like the Minion movie, but like the rest of them, like this one was bad.
Like, I like Despicable Me 1. I remember seeing that actually even in the theaters, like way back in the day, pre-kids. That was great. What I'm wondering though, Jake, because when I was in the movie as well, and I've heard a lot of this has gone on, a group of teen boys around Jackson's age stood up and gave a standing ovation.
They did that as well.
What?
Yeah.
So what I'm wondering, is this all memes, or is it like when I was in college seeing Toy Story 3, right? Toy Story was something that was huge in my childhood. I always loved it. And so I was super excited to see Toy Story 3. It was fantastic to me. I was like, did these, is Minions, Despicable Me, are they like Jackson's Toy Story?
I don't know. But I mean, everyone wore a suit. Even Memphis. Memphis was rocking a suit with Minion goggles to the movie. Yeah.
I'm so confused.
I am too. I have no idea.
Nothing has made me feel older than the disconnect with the Minion culture.
I don't think anybody likes it, like you're saying, like Toy Story. I think you're all just trying to be part of the trend.
So it's all ironic. It's all memes.
It's all a meme. Yeah.
Okay. It's all. So I'm asking where it begins or ends, and you're saying no. It's like a snake eating its own tail. It's an infinity symbol. It's all memes. It always has been the entire time.
All for social content. They're all posting it on TikTok and Instagram.
Now we're getting the truth of it. I will say this. I like that studio. Illumination, right? They also did that new Grinch movie, which is actually a pretty fantastic version of the Grinch, the most recent animated one. But I don't think these movies are very good. I do like the little Minion voices, though. I mean, I can't lie. I like the little beep, 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 little weird, little like little French, Spanish, Spanglish little mixture that they do. Actually, I remember reading this back in the day. The Minion voices are done by the directors, who I think are 2 French dudes. Either way, whatever. What a weird way to start the show. Mario, how are you feeling today? Is this okay? Wait, so this is what's going on? Everybody just walking in full suit? Okay.
And they bring bananas. Some of them bring bananas.
Oh yes, they've been hiding bananas throughout theaters as well, I believe.
It's crazy.
Who's your favorite Minion from the movie, Jake? Are you a Kevin or a
Kevin.
Bob guy?
Kevin.
No, it's Otto. We all love Otto, the big Portland
Because
boy.
you're built like Otto.
Exactly. Yeah, we respect our thick boys here. Otto wears husky Minion overalls. Mario, I did not. Minion's not even on the rundown. Mario, how
That's
are you
on me.
feeling?
That's on me.
How are you feeling today? You had a good weekend.
I had a great weekend, man.
Yeah?
Really good week last week, too. Long weekend was much welcome and good vibes to start a Monday. A lot of good stuff going on in sports, man. Zion staying in New Orleans.
Yup.
BK takeover, not talking about the Whoppers.
Yep.
So feeling good over here.
It's a good distinction because, when it comes to you, we probably would have thought you were talking about the king.
Yeah.
Danny, you enjoyed your not special trip with your family. Did any of them ever confront you about your comments on them when asked last week about what he was doing? Daniel said, nothing special, just going on vacation with my family.
No, luckily they do not listen to the show like your family. But
yeah, I know. My family's the same way. It is what it is, dude. Commit your life to doing something and nobody gives a damn.
Nobody's family watches this outside of mine. Mario, you?
Mario's family, your family does watch it.
They watch it mostly in the background, but they watch it.
Okay.
little background fodder.
Shout out to the Perez family. Hope you're enjoying yourself. All right, so let's start then. Because as Mario alluded to there, big weekend on the Recruitment Trail. And first off, look, happy birthday to America, right? And I get that there's much that for many on any side, the political spectrum, remains endlessly frustrating and infuriating, but I think it's a passion born of love, right? And I may not know what the future holds, but it's been a hell of a ride up to this point. And as we celebrate the past, what better way to create a beautiful new future than getting elite football recruits to your campus? And so let's talk a little LSU, as if you are an LSU recruiting man or beat writer, you got no holiday weekend because Jamar Cain has been popping off for this LSU team right now. And it's interesting, Jake, because just last week we touched on the discussion of LSU recruiting melt, right? And how, where were the Tigers saying? They're behind in IL. Should you be freaking out? They're missing out on all of the top Louisiana talent, essentially. And right after these discussions filled with anxiety and consternation, Brian Kelly's national recruiting acumen pays dividends, and in a big way, as you get, what did the total number end up getting to? 5 recruits over the weekend, and we'll talk about the jump that it went, but man, just a massive weekend for LSU here.
Yeah, and I know we're going to talk about it later about, where these players are from and where they're not from. I know that's what we're going to talk about in the next segment. We're just going to talk about who they actually got in this segment. You needed some juice heading into like fall camp time, because like on the trail, like it was getting cold, because all the Louisiana people that we talked about with, maybe reasons and ties to other places were going elsewhere, and it was getting a little hot, right? And so you go have a huge weekend, and you pinpoint kind of one position for the most part. You go get 4 edge rushers, and so that was definitely a point of emphasis. That's what they wanted to do. And so now you would think that the door's probably closed unless there's like, an elite 5 stars like, hey, I want to be an edge rusher that comes to LSU. That kind of takes care of that position.
Yeah, on July 1st, it got started with the player who is now LSU's highest-rated prospect in the class, and that is 4-star edge rusher Jackson Howard. He's from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 96 player overall, number 11 edge rusher. What kind of bug is this? It's a beetle. He is 6'4", 245. How about this? When you talk about weather change, I don't know that I can fathom a more extreme weather change than coming from Minneapolis, Minnesota to come play football in Baton Rouge. But either way, it started with July 1st, edge rusher Jackson Howard. Then on July 3rd, you had another 4-star edge rusher, Joshua Mickens, to the list. He's from Indianapolis, 6'5", 225, another top 200 player, number 164 overall. And then on July 4th, yesterday, ringing in the holiday with 3 big ones. As you get D lineman Darren Reed from Columbus, Georgia, 6'4", 270. Interesting little quirk here, Jake. The 247 composite has him as the number 228 player overall.
Yeah.
On 3 has him as the 29th player overall. So I don't know. That's a huge disconnect there. But he did choose LSU over Ohio State, right? One of the other elites. You get 4-star defensive lineman Deshaun Womack from Baltimore, Maryland, 6'2", 55, the number 106 player in the nation, according to the 247 composite. He chose LSU over Oregon, Ole Miss, Georgia, and Maryland, and then a bit of Louisiana, just a little dash of flavor there, as you get Ashton Stamps, the 3-star corner out of Archbishop Runnels, 6 foot 170, 8'11" nationally. So not anybody that you're going to love from a ranking standpoint. One thing I do like, one little detail that I do like from Stamps, though, Jake, he earned that Scully through camp, right? He went to camps and actually performed on the field to the point where he impressed the coaches. They're like, oh, we need to offer this guy. And I always, I'm not saying that he's going to be great because whatever, he's fighting an uphill battle versus how scouts view him versus who he can maybe be. But, and I know that can be wrong, definitely. But like, the guys that do belie that expectation are generally guys that tend to earn it in ways like that, where they show up to camp and they just show, look, I don't care what people say about me. I'm doing it in front of your eyes.
I mean, I'm not saying everybody that's ever done it this way is turned into a superstar, but I know Justin Jefferson did it this way.
Yep.
I know Russell Gage did it this way.
Yep.
And when you go and you compete and you go against the best of the best, you go against all the top recruits that are at LSU's camp, and you end up with a scholarship, I'm always going to appreciate that because, look, rankings serve a purpose. It's gotten much better. It gets better all the time. But, I mean, they miss. They miss a lot, just like first-round draft choices in the professional ranks. They miss all the time. So somebody like this, you go to a camp, and against your peers, guys that are 4 stars, 5 stars, you earn a scholarship, it's always going to be near and dear to me. I mean, I earned a scholarship just by chance that somebody came to a practice and they happened to watch 5 other guys that they were recruiting and not me. So I can appreciate a story like this. 811th nationally. That's even worse than I was. So that's down there, but it doesn't matter because that's somebody that probably just got misevaluated, right? 5'11", he says 6 foot. So 5'11", 165 probably.
Yeah.
Right? Probably.
That's fair.
Probably needs to obviously get in the weight room, gain weight, all that, but the skills were there enough. Because if you earn a scholarship like that, when you have those stats and when you're not highly recruited, when you're, 21st, 22nd in the state, I think something around there, that's because like you went above and beyond.
Yes.
So I can appreciate him earning an offer and love to see how guys like this turn out.
Yeah, and from Stamps to someone who has made his stamp on this class, which is Jamar Cain, now responsible for 4 of LSU's top 6 recruits, 4 D linemen over the weekend. Give this man a bonus. And look, I know I threw a lot of information at you right now, and so anytime it comes to that, like rattling off, like this height, weight, rank, blah, blah, kind of go in one year and out the other. So if it didn't sound that impressive, let me give you some context into what happened this weekend, because LSU now has 11 commitments for the 2023 class. 9 of those 11 commitments are 4 stars. Over the weekend, from July 1st to July 4th, they jumped from the number 37 class in the nation to the number 15 class in the nation. And so anytime you move up 22 spots, I think we can all appreciate what a great weekend that was. And what we'll talk about next here on OTB is maybe the most impressive part about that jump is that it is almost entirely fueled by recruits not from Louisiana. You're talking about 5 different states here. You're talking about Maryland, Georgia, Indiana, Minnesota, and who did I leave off the list there by accident? Baltimore, Georgia, Indiana, Minnesota. Oh, never mind. I guess that was them. 4 states. Whatever. You get the point, okay? We'll talk about it next. Is this national approach going to pay off for LSU? Keep it locked right here. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, share with your friends. More OTB next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Go to airflownow.com, airflownow.com, and get that Tiger Air insert for your hard hat. Mario throwing his hands on his head. He cannot believe that anybody would have employees working in this Louisiana heat without a Tiger Air insert for the hard hat. All this is a little tornado. Well, that's what it's called, right? You just throw this in the top of your helmet, slips right in, very easy to do. And your body essentially becomes a walk-in AC unit for 8 hours, y'all. And it's ANSI 89.1 compliant, so it matches all safety and regulation standards. It's good to go immediately. Treat your employees the way they deserve. Treat them with the Tiger Air insert from Airflow Now.
Yeah, you can check it out right here. I mean, it's only 3.5 ounces, and this little fella will pack a punch, right? It's going to heat your hard hat, and it's going to last for 8 hours. So you don't have to charge it 2 hours, but it's going to last for a full shift, 8 hours. It is waterproof, and look, it just clips right in. You can see the clip right here. Put it in your hard hat, clip it right into the top. Incredibly easy. Airflownow.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Kids have staked out their place at Ochsner Medical Complex The Grove, where more than 30 pediatricians and pediatric specialists are all conveniently located under one roof, so you can spend less time driving and more time keeping your kids well. Yes! It's no wonder kids call dibs at The Grove. Ochsner Health Center for Children.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob, the 2022 LAB Prestige Award winner for Best Sports Radio Show, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
So I get a daily email that I always forget to read called Morning Brew. But I randomly opened it up just now. And the Gentle Minions trend is out of control.
Morning Brew. Who's it from?
Masterworks?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good in theory, right? It gives you like a lot of great headlines and stuff. I've never been in the habit of checking it regularly, but it did give me the headline that Minion's Rise of Gru broke the 4th of July weekend box office record.
Of course.
Made over $125 million. And then it says those gangbuster numbers were fueled by $125 million.
Oh, my God.
Those gangbuster numbers are fueled by the film's years-long marketing campaign and Gen Z's addiction to chaos. And then this led me down another trend in which there's nothing I love more than older people writing about younger people and trying to put framework as to why they do the things that they do, and there are just no great answers. It looks like the Gentle Minions trend maybe is kind of originally could be traced back to a 2019 4chan meme. I don't know. The internet's crazy. Shout out to all of the Gentle Minions, though. I hope you had a great weekend, and I just noticed I'm doing the same hand thing that all the Gentle Minions are doing. But hope you had a great weekend, and congratulations on bringing Gru to the top of the box office. Look, sitting at the Danny there, the Hester boys, Gentle Minioned up and ready to roll. All right. So before the break there, we were talking about LSU recruiting, and we were talking about the fact that it was a huge week and, a huge jump and all that, but it's a jump that is fueled entirely outside of Louisiana. I mean, yes, you got Stamps. No disrespect to Stamps. Shout out Rummel. Even though I don't know if y'all agree with that back there. Danny's shaking his head, and Mario very upset right now. But Stamps didn't really move the needle from a national class ranking standpoint, right? So the 22-spot jump is fueled entirely by people from out of state. And it's interesting, Jake, because if there has ever been a state that believes that just inherently that local is better, it is Louisiana. And it's in everything that we do, right?
Yeah.
Food, ingredients, drinks. Music, right? We are fiercely proud and fiercely loyal to our local culture, as we should be. It's really only the great natural export that we have, right, is our culture. It's the only reason why any of us are here or are happy here. And so, I mean, look at I love Rouse's, right? I do commercials for Rouse's. I'm hanging out at Rouse's all the time. And actually, I have some exciting news on that front. We're not going to be there Friday or the next 2 Fridays, but then after that, for a couple weeks this is going to be really weird. I'm going to be hiding out in a Rouse's with a gift card and a gas card for an hour, and it's going to be like a game show. I'm going to tweet out my location with a hint, at least, and you'll have to find me to get the gift card and gas card. So I might be like hanging out in like the meat aisle or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know why, but
it's a local radio man's life, dude. It's what we do.
That's exactly what that sounds like. I don't know why, but every time someone sees you at Rouse's, they feel the need to tell me, hey, I saw T-Bob at Rouse's.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
like,
dude.
Yeah, he's there every Friday.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Go back next week. You know what? You'll see him again.
Shout out my guy, John, the man. If John's parking your car, give him a little love. But whatever. The point is, Rouse's they make a point of hammering home, right? Local ingredients. Louisiana from the brick up. And it's effective. And then when you talk about LSU football, it's something that they have lived by as well, right? That LSU football is made locally. Per capita, we all know that Louisiana has the most, I don't know if this is still true. It's been accepted truth my whole life, Jake, that per capita, Louisiana has the most professional athletes. And if you look at all of the LSU national championship teams, there is no doubt that the cores have been built through the boot. Where this all gets interesting is if you can establish a more national brand and still retain some of that locality, how does that end up affecting you? And what I think about, Jake, is almost like what Kelly and company are doing right now. It's almost a diversifying of the portfolio, right? Like when you look at Louisiana's economy, it's something that traditionally has been tied to the rise and falls of the oil industry. Like, how would it feel if the state was not as beholden to that boom or bust cycle? It would feel really good. Would that not be better for all? Like, it would, right? And that's what LSU feels like they're attempting to do with recruiting right now, right? No D linemen in the state this year? Well, guess what? You have an elite D-line class, chock full of 4-stars. And that's because you went all around the country to find the answers that the state did not provide in this year. So, and look, I want to be clear because this is honestly not that new. I think that Coach Orgeron did a great job of this, right? They did build their core in Louisiana, but they went out and got national guys here or there. But it does feel, Jake, like maybe Kelly and company are even more suited to really expand the brand of LSU past the Louisiana borders.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right when you talk about Louisiana. I think Florida has the most NFL players, but per capita, it still is Louisiana. At least it was a year ago.
Okay.
One in 79,000 residents in Louisiana make it to the NFL, which actually sounds like a big number. That's actually incredibly low.
Yeah, that's tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a pretty good shot. If you're out there listening and you think you're pretty good at football, like, okay, dude, Matt's kind of on your side.
Yeah, so we've always been, champions of recruit through Louisiana and then go get other pieces to kind of sprinkle in to fill out your class, and it's just not going to be the case in this class. Now, is it going to be the case in the next class? We don't know that. Like, we can go and we can dive in, see exactly who's been on campus as far as 2024 recruits, but in this 2023 class, and we've talked about it, in the top 5, I understand being upset that you have 2 players committed to Texas, 1 committed to Alabama, and 1 is a heavy Notre Dame lean. I understand that. But we've also laid out why that is. Yeah. And of those, 5 players, I think that you're in on one of them still, and the other that went to Texas, like, you can be upset about that one. There's 3 that I never think you were ever going to get those players to campus. Didn't matter who the coach was.
The quarterbacks in Osbury.
So you've had to, actually rely on a strength of yours, which is national recruiting. Now, you have to take BK at his word that he said multiple times he doesn't want to build this team through the transfer portal, and he wants to build it through Louisiana. But sometimes you don't have that opportunity. Now, you mentioned, T, like when you start looking at defensive linemen in Louisiana, it's not what it typically is, because you have to go all the way down to the 18th and 19th ranked players in Louisiana to find the first defensive lineman. Typically, your best player in Louisiana is a defensive lineman.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right?
That's a great point.
Mason Smith, Glenn Dorsey, Tyson Jackson, you can go across and find, but that's not the case this year, and it's a position of need for you, so you've had to go elsewhere. So this year, I understand what it looks like. I understand that there's going to be some people upset because you're not dominating Louisiana. I do think this is a unique year. Like, even go down the list. You look at Tackett Curtis. You were so far behind from the previous staff on Tackett, you couldn't make up that ground.
Yeah.
Okay? Now,
shout out Manny. He's just there this week.
So looks like he's going to go to Ohio State. So I understand what this class looks like. You still have some targets out there. I know Jordan Matthews is still a Texas lean. Shelton Sampson's probably the one that you have to get. He's the number 2 player in the state. He's the number 5 receiver in the country. He is like about 2 miles down the road from where we're currently at. You want to get that guy, certainly. He's your top target, but it's a unique year in Louisiana. People don't want to hear that. I understand that, but that's just the facts.
Well, it's a unique year in Louisiana, and to be clear, I think you made a great point, Jake. This is not to say that you ignore Louisiana or sacrifice Louisiana, but if you have a year where a lot of factors are lining up to kind of work against you in state, where, like we said, a lot of the top recruits we don't think ever were going to come here for various contextual reasons. You also go from the most Louisiana staff and Louisiana coach ever in Coach Ed Ogeron and the relationships he formed on the high school front with families, right? And then you switch to someone that, is almost like, if you wanted to use a derogatory term from the Civil War, like a carpetbagger, right? Like a Yankee that comes down here to find his fortune and try to take advantage of the South, or whatever. Like that, some people can view that a bit antagonistically. And it's also an unproven staff, and it comes at a time when LSU has been very low for the last 2 years, right? So there's a lot of factors that are working against you in state, I think. But if that's going to happen, right? If that would have happened with almost any coach that you hired, well, then guess what? It's only a positive that you have a coach that in his past has been able to go out and pluck from outside of the state at which he's coached. We talked about that when he was at Notre Dame. Almost none of his professional players actually came from Indiana. And that acumen is great, because guess what? If Brian Kelly goes and wins, the national recruiting acumen will not only stay, it will increase, but the belief in him as the LSU coach within Louisiana will increase, right? Like you're not going to run into the same roadblocks that you did on 3 of the top 5 guys on most years. You're not going to have a D-line class that is empty on most years. And so, if Brian Kelly goes out and wins this fall and continues to give time to develop local relationships, well, then it becomes pretty exciting. The potential does, because you could see a brand all of a sudden that can recruit with anybody nationally and still has the most fertile and competition-free home grounds of nearly anyone in the country.
Yeah, I don't think this is something that you want to make a habit of. You don't want to make a habit of not getting a class full of Louisiana players. That's how LSU's been built. That's how LSU has won national championships, with its core being from Louisiana. And look, I mean, you've had Jamarcus, who was from Alabama, Matt Mock, who was from Indiana, Matt Flynn, who was from Texas, Joe Burrow, who's from Ohio. So you've had guys come in from other states and be highly successful and win you national championships. So that can be done.
You want Baby from Georgia? That's right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree, dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Continue. Yeah.
So this year is going to be this year, but you'd like to see them, if the players are there, you don't want to recruit just to recruit, because there's been staffs in the past that they've taken Louisiana kids just to take Louisiana kids, and also when they've missed out on a big recruit and they have not been, they have not offered someone within the state and they miss out on the big kid, then they just, I don't want to say token, but they just give the kid in the state an offer. And they've done it at the quarterback position a ton. Okay, so like you can have it somewhere in the middle, right? And so like you want to see them get back to it eventually. Like when you look at 2024, if there's 10 players in the state and 8 of them you want, go get all 8 of them. This year is not going to be that case. We've already laid it all out. So it'll be interesting to see. And also you have to remember, this staff recruits different than the previous staff.
Yeah.
They have a different way of recruiting, right?
And they have a different footprint. I mean, Kane, these are a lot of the same guys that he was recruiting at Oklahoma. And Oklahoma, another school in which, like, Jamar Kane had a lot of experience having to go out of state to get guys, right? But boy, Jake, actually expound on that a little bit, though. What do you mean this staff doesn't recruit as, like, in the same manner that maybe some others did?
It does feel like there's not a lot of stargazing or star chasing.
Okay. Yeah.
They will offer somebody if they feel like it's worthy of an offer, and they don't really care what the ranking next to the name says. Now that can, right, wrong, or indifferent. You can feel a different certain type of way about that, but they have shown like getting stamps an offer from camp. You come out, you show me that you can do it. I don't really care what some person that's not here says you are.
Yeah.
I think you can play here. And they will do that. They will give players, they don't care, sometimes about, is he 6'4"? Like, what was it? What's the receiver from the North Shore? Abieta?
You're asking the wrong show, dude.
Committed to Miami.
I got to text you Billy Embody later, hopefully. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know you're talking about that. Yeah.
And then, so committed to Miami.
Like in a segment
and LSU had not even, really looked at him.
Yeah.
And then the staff gets down here like, wait a minute. Y'all haven't even offered this kid? They offer him. He flips from Miami, signs with LSU because he's been waiting on an LSU offer. Like, the stats, they didn't care they wasn't 6'4". They didn't care they wasn't 200 pounds. They're like, he's dominating Louisiana high school football at this level. We see traits that he can play here. So they're going to do it a little bit different.
I think his first name is Landon.
I think you're right.
Count it, folks. When we
so
get back,
I'm
not proud. When we get back, we'll get some of your comments. So keep them rolling in. We'll read the best ones. Keep it locked. OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Jake, instead of paying for all those movie tickets, you probably could have, leased a car for a couple of months. These prices, am I right? Go to All-Star Toyota.
Swallow some of that lake water?
Okay, if you need probably a little too much of it. I think I have a brain-eating amoeba. But you still have to trust me when I tell you to go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. And if you're looking to buy a new vehicle, you want to lease a vehicle, you want to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle, or you still get great warranty coverage, you want to go to All-Star Toyota. The salesmen and women over there are going to get you right, get you tight. They can custom order you whatever you want, or you can do it right there on the website, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Yeah, like T-Bob said, you can customize that new vehicle. If you want the murdered out Mini like T-Bob, black on black on black, you can do that. But you can do whatever you want. Well, like when you're customizing, obviously you do what you want. You want to see something, You go there, you create it, and they can have it for you. Check out all the features, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
This week on DropBiscuit.com or wherever you listen to podcasts is our new series, Pops, the Louis Armstrong story. Pops is brought to you by New Orleans and Company. Check out NewOrleans.com and come visit New Orleans.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
The best things in summer are unofficial. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli? I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice?
Let's go now. Have an awesome 4th of July holiday. Stay safe. We're taking the day off Monday. We'll be back Tuesday, ready to talk. Hopefully, we'll see you then. So join us for Tuesday's AFR, 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Esther and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Look, we'll get to your comments. But I forgot that right now, it is my pleasure to welcome in one of our favorite people, one of the most legendary local newsmen to ever do it, a nonstop grinder. Talking about Jacques. Jacques, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, T-Bob. Thanks for having me, and thanks for that way too kind intro.
No, everybody knows it, man. It's all good. Not buttering you up. Just keeping it objective here. But why we're having you on real quick here, and we, obviously huge weekend for LSU. That's all well and good, but we also love great causes. And you put on one of the best with Red, Rock, and Blue, and going down July 8th. So that is what? Thursday?
This Friday.
Friday, even better. Okay, look,
Your
man.
brain trying to work.
I feel like you have an excuse here, boys, because like the 3-day weekend threw me off, right? Because if it was Monday, it'd be Thursday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how the days work.
Yeah. So, but at Chelsea's, great concert going down, man. Chase Tyler, Regeneration, Trey Gallman, Crystal Ball, and Petty Betty, Connor James. Jacques, what can you tell people about what it's for, where to get tickets, why they should come out? Give them the rundown.
Well, yeah, our big concert coming up this Friday at Chelsea's Live, which brand new venue that opened up this year. I think they just got voted best new music or best music venue period in Baton Rouge by 225 magazine. It's our Red, Rock, and Blue concert. We give back to Louisiana military charities like the Blue Star Mothers of Louisiana, Wounded War Heroes. We keep all the money local. And we've got all these great acts that are donating their time. It really is like a festival-like music lineup. The great Chase Tyler, Crystal Blanc, both in the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame. We got some rock in there with Regeneration and Petty Betty. Former LSU fullback Trey Gallman, who is having a very successful music career. And then Connor James, another great local country act. So they're all going to be performing. Tickets are just $25, and with the ticket, you get a free chicken sandwich from our friends at Chipotle, our title sponsor, and then your first beer is also free. So that's all in there. It's this Friday. You can get tickets at redrockandblue.com, chelseaslive.com. We've sold a lot of tickets, but we've got a lot left, so we'd like to sell it out and give back as much as we can.
No, that's awesome, Jacques. And I need you to confirm something. There was a word on the street that you kind of transitioned away from the celebrity softball game after you saw T-Bob Hebert swing a baseball bat. Can you confirm?
Well, if we can blame it on that, Jacob, maybe I can say that. But
I mean, you saw it,
T-Bob,
Jacques. I mean,
T-Bob always supported our causes, but he didn't practice. That's fine. Came out.
I believe in keeping it authentic, Jacques. Okay, I'm not putting on airs for anyone, not even you. And so, yeah, I just walked. Hey, I made contact. Both
you
at
were
bats.
So nervous.
Both ABs. I even reached base one time, so that's 500. I don't know if y'all know baseball.
I know.
But that's pretty damn good.
Jacques, you don't understand though. I will always appreciate the victory that we had over Team Moscona because he was talking so much trash, and the video that I got to send him after that made it all worthwhile.
Those games were a lot of fun, really fun to put together. We did them at Traction, we did them at Tiger Park. The first one we ever did was at Oak Villa, and the combination of COVID and, I got to be honest, the NIL thing and all that, I think was making it, and me getting a tad older, not too old, but just it takes so much energy to put that thing together. So we're going to do a golf tournament October 29th is the plan.
There you go.
Okay,
and then get you guys involved in some of the usuals and play a golf tournament. That's what people do when they get older, and they make more money that way because old people that have money play golf.
Yeah.
So,
look, I mean, I'm a great golfer. No. If you thought I was good at softball, just wait, Jacques. I'm going to blow your mind. I'm not aware of this, and this is this guy, trolls pretty hard in the chat, Jacques. So I asked this with a bit of consternation. But Champ says, ask Jacques, why does your brother pronounce his last name different?
My brother?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an only child, so I don't know what that means.
I knew it. I freaking knew it, dude. I even gave the preface. I stepped into it. I don't know, dude. It's my instinct always wants to say Doucet, so I thought maybe we had some sort of controversy here. I know. Okay. What's it a reference to?
This is a reference you'll get anytime. Sometimes you go into the chat room, or if you search your name on certain websites, chat rooms. What did Yoda tell Obi-Wan in Episode 3? Into the security holograms you go. Only pain will you find. So that's kind of what happened.
Fair and wise from the learned Yoda of our Baton Rouge media scene.
I love that
Mr.
he just
Jacques
Star
Doucet.
Wars you. I love that.
Oh, no, look, Jacques, don't get it twisted. Every now and then when some big drops on the wars front, Jacques texts me. Yeah. We're all out there, okay? Okay, Jacques, spoiler-free, what do you think about the Obi-Wan series?
I thought there were parts of it that were great. I thought that they took I agree with some reviews, but I think they took a 2-hour movie and they stretched it out to a 6-episode deal. I would have liked to see more Obi-Wan, Anakin stuff that they kind of did. They should have done more of that. And then some of the characters did make sense. Some of the writing was a little sloppy, I would agree with. But overall, I'm glad they did it. Watched it, enjoyed it. I'm trying to finish Stranger Things, which is
it's good, but it's long, Sean. There's a lot of it.
I just watched episode 7. It's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yes.
You know?
And episode 8's 2.5 hours.
And it's 2.5 hours that you're like, it's got 10 minutes left, surely. It was good. It was good, but.
Oh, man.
Hey, Jacques, before we get you off here, I do want to thank you for everything you do for the military here in Louisiana. My dad, both grandfathers in the military, and that goes a long way. So we do want to make sure we give you, the proper props because, I mean, that's great. You've done that for a very, very long time, and we appreciate it.
Well, in a big way, I'm kind of Peter Pan. I've refused to grow up, and we have things that are fun. We do them in the summertime when there's no sports going on, and we can people are looking for stuff to do. But then it's great to get back to these charities that do so much for those who let us enjoy the 4th of July and let us cover sports and go to sporting events. And I try to think about that every time we go to a game. They play the national anthem and what that means. So. Thanks for having me on, and once again, come out to Chelsea's Live this Friday for our concert. It'll be a great night, fun night, and you can get your tickets at redrockandblue.com.
Only pain you will find. Redrockandblue.com. JD, thanks so much, man. You have a great day.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, Jacques Doucette, when we get back here on OTB, let's close out our number 1. Can't believe it fell in there.
God, I can't either. I saw it, and I'm like, surely.
I don't know, dude. You just,
Yeah, just hit the stab on.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
I mean, still to this day, you don't want to say Doucette?
I do, but that's not the man's last name.
I know.
Yours isn't Herbert.
Oh, it'd be Hebert. So, well, okay, Jesus. There's so much wrong with what you just said. First off, the correct pronunciation is Hebert. So if you're saying it Hebert, you're doing the Doucette thing. Look.
I know that's
Go to iticollege.edu.
Why I
tell you're triggering me.
Yep.
iticollege.edu. Okay. Where you can learn to be much smarter than me. Because you can train in a trade that will be very beneficial for you in life, both financially and just like whatever, just in general life. Go there today, get that AOS degree in 1.5 to 2 years, and change your life for the better.
Yeah, we tell you about this all the time. I mean, look, these are local people. These are people that are around town. Like, this city means something to them, and they're going to help you out. They're going to create a schedule for you. The class sizes are smaller. It's not going to be some huge auditorium. You're going to have 3 classes per term, 1 class per day. Fridays, you're off. It's incredible. iticollege.edu.
Our listeners fire up their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Before we begin any electrical work here, we perform a home safety check that begins at your electrical panel to make sure that you and your family are safe. For all your upgrades, installations, and repairs, call Mr. Electric.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
On 4th of July, but we're back Tuesday with an edition of Hunt and Hill, talking conference realignment, baseball transfer portal, all that good stuff. Have a great 4th. We're back Tuesday, noon to 2 on 104.5 ESPN, Baton Rouge.
The flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
This used to be the closer on the Favre fireworks show
This
every year growing up. So a lot of emotion tied into
this.
This
is every United States national team World Cup win. Deep in Your Cup, the whole bar would sing this song. And anytime a bar sings a whole song together,
oh, it's the best feeling in the world.
It doesn't even really matter the song, but this one, of course, you know, you're rooting for your country and they win a game in the World Cup. Never gets old.
Soccer bar watching.
What a video, though.
Soccer bar watching never gets old.
Shout out to Cub Scouts. This brings me back to the camping trips. Every single time they played this song.
Who is your favorite counselor?
Probably whoever was my counselor when I was a Weeblo, which was the final level. That guy was cool.
Oh, Weeblo?
Forget his name.
He goes from Weeblo to Eagle?
Or no, Weeblo is the first one. I'm tripping.
Okay, I was about to say.
Weeblo is like the entry level of Cub Scouts.
Weeblo is significantly I've never seen this music video.
Hey, I see you, Lee. Go off, Lee.
Is that Lee?
Yeah.
Kind of like Nick Cage. I was seeing very Nick Cage vibes.
Major Nick Cage deep fake vibe. Oh my God, dude.
I mean, tell him the story, Lee.
Hell yeah. Look, man. And you know me. I will look. There is a lot that is not right about this country, but the core idea, the theory of America remains pure and great and true. We don't always follow through on it, but the idea, the principles upon which it was founded are still things to be celebrated.
There's still fantastic things about our country.
Oh,
Always
absolutely.
will
I'm not
be.
saying that. I mean, it's too big not to have complications to be different, but the core ethos remains great always, no matter what. And we do badass fireworks show like this one that happened in San Diego 10 years ago. Jake, you said you were actually at this show?
Yeah. We
Danny,
were there.
show this video. This is in San
Right,
Diego.
it was right before training camp in 2012, I believe.
They accidentally set off all 7,000 fireworks at once.
Yeah. So
it's like the ultimate sparkler bomb.
Our first house before we moved, when we started having children, was about 200 yards from that.
Hit the like button if you're watching online. Coming up next, we're going to do a little weekend winners. Hour number 2. Keep it locked.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to RejuveMeMedical.com, and see how you can fight the aging process. If you want to feel young and spry and limber and confident, you want to go to Rejuvenate, where I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, male or female, you want to feel younger, better, fight that aging process, they can customize a comprehensive plan for you to do just that. Maybe it's HRT, maybe it's not. The point is they're going to draw your labs, see where you're strong, where you're deficient, where you need help, and they're going to put together that plan, again, for you. RejuveMeMedical.com.
Once you go to the website, you can check out a conditions they treat list, which is long and distinguished. Fatigue and insomnia, mood and memory problems, sexual dysfunction, thyroid deficiency, weight gain. Right? There's probably something that you're going through in that list. Well, go ahead and get that consultation set up, RejuveMeMedical.com, or just pick up the phone. Tell them what you've got going on. They're going to get you on a plan, 225-230-4201.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has new 2021 Jeep Wranglers and Jeep Gladiators on our lot now with $5,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Armstrong.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but two NMEA certified techs. Family owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years. Front to Back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
Visit Acura of Baton Rouge for attractive offers on the MDX.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. on Tuesday, July 5th. Your government taco forecast today in Baton Rouge. Expect cloudy skies with a high of 84. Government taco, where our pickled onions always make a taco wet. Coming up on OTB, we have a new edition of Weekend Winners coming up next, and we have a new edition of OTB Mailbag. So get your questions into the Bayou Ford YouTube chat, and we'll answer them at 8:30. Hold the Mayo also joins the show at 9:15 for Spread Lines. You can follow today's show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at OTB_ESPN. or check us out on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, P, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Ate Chinese on the 4th of July, my guy.
T-Bob, feeling good today.
Yeah, my grandma, for the first time, the grandparents are watching my kids all week. I left them in Manny, Louisiana with my grandmother and my mother, and they're having a great time. They get to spend a little extended time at the lake.
They're
and,
trying to...
me and my wife don't have kids this week. It's awesome.
They trying to flip Tackett Curtis up there, Bob?
Trying, bro. Trying. I was knocking on his door, threw some pebbles at his window. I was writing messages on his wall like I'm coming for you.
Varsity Blues style, hitting the pebbles.
Yeah.
Jonathan Moxon.
All they did was call the cops. I don't know. I
Weird.
hid out in the
I don't
woods.
know why.
Hid out in the woods. They couldn't find me. But I'm coming, Tackett. So watch out. I'm just sneak in your bed next time. Jim Harbaugh style. Remember that?
Oh, gosh, he did have a sleepover, yeah.
Jim Harbaugh literally slept over at a recruit's house one time.
Yeah, there was some Jim Harbaugh tomfoolery that was going around on TikTok. His daughter was doing it. And, it was going to be a story we talked about, and then USC and UCLA decided to go to the Big Ten. So thank God that happened.
Wait, what Harbaugh story?
He was doing some TikToks. His daughter was...
Oh, I kind of liked Vacation Jim TikTok.
Yeah.
It was just a different side of Jim, just being super chill, reading a book.
Yeah, Bobby wanted to talk
jokes.
about it. I'm like, oh, well, I don't care, whatever. And then
I don't know how terribly interesting
USC and UCLA decided to go to the Big Ten.
I will say this. The eternal truth. Okay, here's my Jim Harbaugh take of the day. The eternal truth on sports is that if you win, nothing else matters. Remember how much of a joke we were kind of starting to think Jim Harbaugh was previous to last football season? He'd become a meme. Everybody's clowning Michigan for sticking by him, all this sort of stuff. Then he goes out. They beat Ohio State. They end up winning the Big Ten, or what happened?
Yeah, they won the Big Ten.
Yeah, they win the Big Ten, and Jim Harbaugh's a genius, and all is well in the world once again. I mean, you can change your fortune so quickly in this world.
Oh, for
if
sure.
you just win.
And you can lose it, too.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Look at LSU last couple
years.
T-shirt in the pool guy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And a hat. And a hat on.
The hat's the sun. Okay, I wouldn't wear a hat. T-shirt and pool guy.
I'm down to protect skin. No. So if that's the play here.
Yeah, but his arms are exposed.
Exactly.
So.
Why not be in a long sleeve, right? So no, I think he's just
they sell shirts that are 4 pools.
The other part of this, though, is it's not like him. I mean, he has a great body.
That's what I'm saying.
Objectively.
Yeah.
Don't hide that light under a bushel, Jim.
That's right. Mario, your favorite coach in the NCAA? Got to be Harbaugh with the khakis. Got to be.
Fellow wearer khakis.
Yeah,
I definitely respect them.
Who has more khakis, Mario or Harbaugh?
Jim, for sure, has more. Like, just volume-wise, yes.
Oh, no, dude. Mario's got a lot.
Who has a deeper love of the khaki? I'm not entirely sure. Jim reportedly at some NFL event back in the day was hitting on my mom. Not to brag.
What?
Yeah.
Danny, I gotta have the compliment.
Get him.
Yeah, you better watch out, Danny. I don't know if you compete with Jim now. I mean, dude, like I said, he's in great shape, Danny. We'll see how you are when you're like 50-something years old, or however old Jim Harbaugh is now. All right. Welcome back. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Right now, Chris Hansen says, T-Bob, you can't talk about sneaking in bed with a minor. How old's Tackett Curtis? Can we get an age check? Did I accidentally step afoul of some laws? We'll see in a little bit. Right now, let's dive into a little weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do. What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right, weekend winners. We'll start with maybe the most obvious one, and that is a man who's been a weekend winner now for 15 4th of Julys in a row, and that is the champion competitive eater, the best hot dog eater of all time, the #1 glizzy guzzler. Isn't that what Gen Z calls him, Danny? Glizzies? Not to brag. 38 years old. in a walking boot from surgery, getting attacked by a protester, does not matter. Joey Chestnut takes home the hot dog championship in a row for the 15th time. Shout out Chestnut. Look at the form on that headlock. I thought he John Wicked his neck for a second, like he just straight up snapped his neck. Shout out to the announcer in the straw hat, who I believe is the same guy that came down for the pizza eating contest that I was a part of at LSU. And he's excellent at crowd work, apparently also pretty damn good at security detail. But Chestnut, not phased, goes on to win. And shout out to Nathan. It's a great American tradition. They donated 100,000 hot dogs to the food bank for New York City. Also, it was back on the Coney Island stage. You'll have to see it. Shout out Joey Chestnut.
I'm going to start off with a weekend loser. Danny, can we get this video? So Steve Nash tried to do the blinding lights dance from Fortnite. And as someone who has done this dance before, just not great, Steve. Don't like the way you came in. There's just a lot. I know you're a taller fella, so maybe there's just some things just floating in the air there. But it just doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for Steve Nash.
Okay. Now, I know that you had a very good one. And so I think you're being a little overly critical. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's as good as yours. But I don't think it's bad. He does seem a little self-conscious.
I mean, yeah.
He's not looking at the camera.
You're an MVP, man. You got to look at the camera.
He's not looking at the camera.
You got to have some confidence.
Well, I think his whole vibe is like he's trying to act like he doesn't care. Like he's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's not fully committing.
Yeah.
He's not Nick Cage.
See, but you got to go. You got to go full. Got to go fully in.
We all saw massive talent. What would Nick Cage
go
do?
fully in?
WWNCD. Okay, those are words to live your life by. And yes, you went fully in on your blinding lights shake.
Yep.
Steve Nash did not, and you can sense that kind of lack of commitment. But I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's awful. It's just not great. I don't love the run-in.
Yeah, I don't love the run. It's the run-in.
Yeah, the run-in's a bit odd. And then looking at your feet, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, come on, man.
Multi-time MVP.
Camera.
Multi-time MVP. Keep it alive. All right, what we got, Mario?
Speaking of legendary basketball players, shout out to Peja Stojakovic because his son, Andre Stojakovic, got an offer from LSU, Matt McMahon, over the weekend.
Let's go, Peja.
Yeah, so Andre's 6'7", 4-star recruit. He lives in California, plays there. A little bit more of a like rim runner than his dad is, although he's a really good shooter. According to Sports Illustrated, most people are expecting him to stay in California. He also has offers from Kentucky, Kansas, a bunch of places, but it would be cool if Peja's son came to
You remember the good
LSU.
times?
Come on. Bro, I would love to cheer for Stojakovic again.
Get the Peja heads out in the PMAC.
Yeah, dude. I used to love Peja when he was on the Kings.
Yeah, me too.
I'll take it. He looks like Peja. Look at that.
Still has the franchise record for most
Imagine
threes in the
that.
season for New Orleans.
His son
I
looks
mean, he
like
was
him.
deadly. I mean, he wasn't just like a three-point guy either. He was a dude.
Kind of ahead of his time, you could argue.
Yeah.
He would have been really good in this era of NBA.
That's a good point.
I will say this on the Steve Nash thing, too. The other funny part about that is what's actually going on with the Nets as that video comes out. That's part of it. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's kind of part of it. He's
fantastic.
doing the blinding lights while his team's like crumbling.
The best part is, okay, I'll do my next weekend losers since we're here. It is Kyrie and KD who are now, even though I did see, whatever. They are now saying that they still want to play together, just not in Brooklyn. So, I don't know, man. Like, what did Brooklyn do to wrong them besides giving them everything? It's like the ultimate example of the child whose parents try to provide everything and they hate them for it. They gave them full control. It doesn't matter.
Trusting them. It's like adopting the bad kids and expecting them to stop being bad.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because Pelicans Twitter's been a little bit of an uproar over KD. We'll get there a bit later on. Danny, what's up with you, weekend winners?
Weekend winner, Jose Alvarado.
You sure you want to go here, Danny?
Yes, because Mexico does not care about basketball
Your
at
own
all.
people suffered.
Bro, they don't care about basketball.
I mean, there's almost a fight after the game. Seems
Puerto
like
Rico's three sports are basketball, baseball, and boxing. So
okay. So for those that don't know what we're talking about, FIBA World Cup qualifying is going on right now for basketball, and Jose Alvarado had a hell of a weekend. In the first game against America, against the USA, he goes for 20 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and steal. They lose by 8. America's atop the group at 5-1. Mexico is at 4-1. Puerto Rico is at 2-3 in the group, and then Jose Alvarado goes off 22 points, 50% from 3, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. They beat Mexico 97-87 in OT, meaning they survive and advance. Look at our boy, dude. Like it's the NBA playoffs, thriving. The
So
U.S.
who's playing
though,
for Team USA?
I don't know, but the U.S. finishes 5-1. Mexico 4-2.
It's like a bunch of
and Puerto
it's
Rico
not like any stars.
Right.
3-3. Shout out Alvarado, getting it done, man. All right, my next weekend winner, Brian Windhorst. We'll play this video later on because I absolutely fell in love with it over the weekend. Did you see the masterclass of television that he put on?
I did.
How to have people hanging on to your every word. The memes are incredible. And then another weekend winner here, Jameis Winston. Did you see it, boys? In the lab, grinding. Guess what the big news is, though? Another work video from Winston. We love him. This time in the rain. Rain, sleet, snow, doesn't matter. Winston's always out there training.
Like
but
the postman.
Yep. The key here, though, no knee brace. Knee brace is off, boys. Knee brace is off. Look at our boy taking drops, throwing routes, running around, looking good. And I love the blue-collar nature in the rain on some field, be it a high school field, a soccer field, or some sort. He's got a little kid throwing snaps to him. Jameis putting in the work wherever and whenever he can. Weekend winner.
My next weekend winner, actually my first weekend winner, United States soccer. The United States has literally won every single CONCACAF tournament held in the last calendar year. 2021 Nations League, 2021 Gold Cup, 2022 Women's U20, 2022 Women's U17, and most recently 2022 Men's U20 CONCACAF tournament champions.
Say something, Danny.
Last
Where you
year,
at?
they've won 5 straight tournaments.
Mexico's in CONCACAF, right? I know I'm bad at geography, but I got that right?
They are.
Yes.
Where you
that
at?
They are. That they are.
I mean, it's about time.
What sports do you care about?
It's about time doing stuff.
Wow.
What sports does Mexico care about?
And that's a U20 team that doesn't feature 5 players who started for the United States team in World Cup qualifying that could qualify for that team.
I mean, hopefully they qualify.
Hey, Nuck.
And they qualified for the Olympics for the first time since 2008.
If you buck.
Okay, yeah, it's about time. Come on, man.
Just saying.
You love to see it.
Don't let the kids get
Love
hot.
to see it.
Anyway, from one football to another, Brett Favre was randomly getting a lot of love on social media. He is my next weekend winner. So the host of Locked On Packers, the Locked On Packers podcast, Peter Bukowski, posted a clip of some Brett Favre clips from back in the day. He's running around, throwing the ball to Donald Driver, doing Brett Favre things. And the caption says, when people say, we've never seen anyone like Pat Mahomes, just show them these.
Oh, okay. I'm down for my little slinger highlights. Oh, look at that.
Dude, I had a chance to catch up with him last week or whenever I was in Mobile. We did 17-minute interview, and I could have gone for like 45 minutes. Great stories.
God, look at that legend, dude. What an arm.
He was telling stories about Antonio Freeman. He goes, yeah, like he fell in the draft because scouts said he caught with his body. You know what he did every time? He caught the ball.
Yeah, well, and
He's like, I don't care if he catches it with his feet. He caught the ball every time I threw it to him.
That's interesting because literally my favorite Brett Favre highlight of all time is that ridiculous Antonio Freeman body catch that may have been in the preseason. I think it was regular season, though. Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
It
He did
popped
what?
off and it was like on his back. And then he rolls over and catches it, but nobody touched him because he thought he was down.
That was the Vikings. That was Monday Night Football.
Oh, that was Monday Night Football. Yeah, that's like stuck in my head.
I
I thought that was the coolest highlight
I
ever.
remember the call from the announcer just being like, he did what? So, yeah, that's a memorable play. But, yeah, young Brett Favre was a beast, but older Brett Favre was also a beast. I think people forget what he did with the Vikings towards the end.
I think people forget he was drafted by the Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that man started 300-plus straight games, including the playoffs.
Yeah. And in his 40s, he was good. They lost that game to the Saints, but that one year when they had Sidney Rice and prime Adrian Peterson, Brett Favre, Shanko at tight end, like that was a really good team.
It was.
Yeah, and then he just completely fell off next year. Still wild how much he fell off.
Dude, he had like a torn
there
bicep
it
with
is,
the
dude.
Jets.
Look at that catch.
Yeah, that's Monday Night
And
Football.
how emblematic of Favre in that.
That's Chris Dishman. Oh, I didn't even realize that.
But like how representative of the gunslinger title that ball should have been picked.
Yeah.
On the run, falling back, OT. That should be an interception. Instead, it's somehow late. Just throw it up and let something good happen, dude. Trust your receiver.
Stay with the play.
Hey, shout out Antonio Freeman. Huh?
It's been long enough. I'll tell a quick Antonio Freeman story.
Okay.
So Antonio Freeman was at the rookie symposium. He is there to be a mentor, right? Mm-hmm. And he's doing a great job. It's 3 teams. It's us. It's I think it was the Bucks, and maybe it was the Packers. I don't remember. I think Flynn was in there too. But he's in there, and he's talking to us about the right things to do and how not to, do all these things and, act like a pro. And everybody's locked in. all of a sudden, two of the Bucks rookies that were on the same team start brawling.
Oh,
at the rookie symposium. The commissioner was like 2 doors down.
No.
It's like 2 doors down. They start brawling. Antonio Freeman's got to help break them up. And he's sitting there trying to give a speech. He went off. He's like, I'm trying to help you. Y'all are teammates. Y'all out here brawling. I mean, at the rookie symposium.
Did they make it? You don't put names to it. Did they make it?
One of them did not. He was an SEC running back. One of them was like perennial Pro Bowl player.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so the SC running back messed with the wrong man. Weekend winners, Josh Sibley talking about this, but I had in here as well, Jamar Cain. I mean, obviously, we talked about it at length to open the show, but no top D lineman in Louisiana this year. What did Jamar Cain do? Landed 4 of the class's top 6 players so far, 4 over the holiday weekend alone. Shout out to Jamar Cain. My next weekend winner after that, my girl, Betty Nash. Y'all heard about Bet? She's 86 years old. She just became the world's longest serving flight attendant. She's been an air hostess for 65 years, Jake. I mean, when did commercial flying start? Because Betty started in 1957. To give you an idea of how insane the culture shift Betty has watched firsthand, when she first started, they used to check on her at home to make sure she was single. That's how misogynistic the world was. The flight attendants had to be single. They would go to her home and make sure there wasn't a man there. And if they gained weight, they could be fired. Like crazy, crazy stuff. And she's still flying to this day.
To make sure
single? What kind of, I mean, fellas.
Oh my God.
Y'all were flying too close to the sun back in the day. That's crazy.
Hell?
Y'all were really popping off. You just wanted, like, even if you weren't doing anything, you just wanted the kind of, the little turn on of knowing that the flight attendant was single? I don't know. Either way, shout out to Betty Nash, man. 65 years since 1957 all the way now to 2022 and still going strong. World's longest serving flight attendant. Shout out.
Oh, nice to you know.
Come on, Betty. Anybody else got any? I got some more.
Go ahead.
Weekend winner, Zion Williamson. $193 million deal. Pelicans here to stay. Shout out Zion.
Yeah, as Ultimate Warrior said, got that for almost doing nothing. I mean, it is like, I get it. But if we did want to play the money paid to minutes or money paid to games, it would be very, very funny. But I believe in Zion. I think he's going to be a beast. We'll talk about it a bit more later.
Absolutely had to.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah. Next weekend winner, Mario Cristobal and the Hurricanes. Again, as they got their QB, now they just got a 5-star offensive tackle. Francis Mauigoa. He's from IMG, 6'6", 325, number 5 player overall. Miami now has 6 top 300 recruits. Cristobal paying dividends here early on. And then my last weekend winner, I believe, is our Danny and Hold the Mayo. Look at this picture, Danny. Put it up. Don't be a cow. Oh, look at our boy shining. Does Danny look inebriated there? I don't think he does. I don't think he looks. I mean, he looks like he's hit loose, but I don't think he looks over the top.
I like Beard Danny.
I love Beard Danny. I was just thinking, Beard Danny.
Beard Danny's better than chin hair Danny.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say,
what's that called, Danny? When you just have chin hair.
The Zion.
I don't know.
And also, you're finally separating from Zion. Like, you don't look nearly as much like Zion anymore.
It was all. I think it was all in the chin hair.
Not all. I mean, not all. Same facial structure and smile for sure. No. I do like your little tousled top hair too, right here. It looks great. And shout out to your guy Hold the Mayo, who we'll talk to.
It was a very memorable night. Shout out Hold the Mayo.
And or not memorable, get it? He got so drunk. And shout out to Hold the Mayo, who gave us these excellent RB&R Day shirts, which we are rocking on stream today. All right, that is it for weekend winners. Let's go to break. When we get back, WWYD WKD. What? More OTB next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Thor! Oh, my God. Ow. Go to Golf Suites. Where you don't have to yell for because you can't hit anybody. There's nobody downrange. It's a range. Golf Suites, man. It's the best. You want something that is very representative of an actual driving range experience while also having a ton of fun playing games, drinking food, eating beers. Screw that up with your friends and family. I think my wife and me are actually going to go tonight. Take advantage of those great deals. Very affordable, full bar, full drinks. Stay open late on the weekends. The PGA TrackMan technology. You can play courses. You can play mini games. They're the best, man. Golf Suites off of Segan. Go check it out. Brand new.
A good thing about this week, they're typically closed on Mondays, but it was a holiday yesterday anyway, so you get a full slate of Golf Suites. Remember, they're open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. If you want to wait a little bit later, maybe cool down a little bit, that's fine because they're going to have drinks, they're going to have food, the whole family can go. Check them out online, golfsuites.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water. Miller Lite has more taste and only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
Let's go to have an awesome 4th of July holiday. Stay safe. We're taking the day off Monday. We'll be back Tuesday, ready to talk. Hopefully, we'll see you then. So join us for Tuesday's AFR, 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Esther and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
WWYDW/KD is the question on all Pelicans fans' minds. Damn. Dude is killing that keyboard, though. What's up? Oh,
I actually feel like he could be a really good
keyboardist.
Yeah, keyboardist.
Yeah, keyboardist.
Can't go pianist, but yes,
Ah,
keyboardist.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like small hands are made for that.
I'd be a pretty big pianist if we're being honest. Also, I don't know that small hands are an advantage because I have
Really?
trouble going C to C.
That's true. See, for me,
I
like
think you want long, lithe fingers.
an acoustic,
Yours are a little thick.
An acoustic guitar is troublesome for me.
Too thick.
Just
thick
to hit
voice.
one chord at the one time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hit 2 or 3.
You could do the Jimi Hendrix thing though, where his hands are so big, and he also very famously played right-handed guitars, just upside down, left-handed. But his hands are so big that to hit that top chord, he would just wrap his thumb around.
Oh.
Yeah. Which I
could
cannot
that.
do.
Yeah, which we all know that's factual, but
Relax. Again, WWYD/KD. What would you do with Kevin Durant? That is the question on everybody's minds. Well, except for Brian Windhorst, who's just asking, what is Utah doing? Which we did get answers to over the weekend. But there's been a lot of drama. And Mario, you are resident Pelicans Twitter correspondent. There's been a lot of drama on Pelicans Twitter over how in these Kevin Durant sweepstakes the Pelicans should be. Let's start here real quick. Are they actually in the sweepstakes? Because a lot of this feels like a lot of arguing about nothing because whatever, KD has no desire to be here. But do you think the Pelicans actually have a shot at this?
Very, very unlikely. Nothing is impossible. Never say never, but I'm like 90% sure it's not going to happen. The whole basis of David Griffin taking the job, he said this at his opening press conference, was to build the team organically. He doesn't want to, make these big trades, be in win-now situations. He said when he did win his one championship with Cleveland, when they won the title, he went in the broom closet and cried. So he wants it to be a little bit more organic. So trading one of your young players, i.e. Brandon Ingram, to get Kevin Durant, not impossible. KD is KD, but likely not going to happen just based on Griffin's MO.
Well, I probably screwed up the rhythm of this segment, given that now we've completely undercut any interesting facet of this conversation if we're saying it's not going to happen. But there has also been major arguments among Pelican Twitter as to whether or not the Pelicans should do this, right? I mean, you have very smart people. This is not just like Schmidt Dua, who we love, Fear the Brown on Twitter, excellent leader in the Pelicans community, would jump at the chance at KD. And look, real hoopers, no. I mean, that's probably the correct answer from a strict basketball standpoint. But from where I stand, and I don't know if anybody else feels differently here, look, I love, like you were talking about, Mario alluded to, I love the encore. I love the toxic-free environment. I love the positive momentum that they have going. I mean, we're out here showing Jose Alvarado FIBA highlights. Like, there's so much good with this team right now that even though Kevin Durant is objectively probably a top 5 player in the world and makes you better immediately, I don't know if I would do that deal. Not just because what you give up and it's a bit more short term potentially, and he could bring maybe toxicity, but also because what if he doesn't want to be here? Like, haven't we been through this? Do we remember Eric Gordon? And I get that this organization now is much different than when Eric Gordon joined. And if I was Eric Gordon, I probably would have been pissed too. Practicing at the Alario Center and no ownership and all these other sorts of things. But still, if somebody does not want to be here, you've gotten directly burned by that before. Why would you go and do that again? So I don't know about you boys. I am, and again, this is probably born of ignorance and not really knowing basketball. Like, if I knew it at a high level, I'd probably be laughing at myself right now. But as a layman, like a shark, I'm out on KD. Okay, I'm out.
And I got plenty of messages on Twitter over the weekend, kind of telling me and really us, because we had the same thought process here, how dumb we were for not wanting KD. And it's not because of KD. KD is a top 5 basketball player. I mean, he's one of the top to ever play basketball. I mean, he is a physical freak. I mean, what he can do at his size is unbelievable. But it's more about where the Pelicans are as a team right now, right? You have a good core. You have star players. You have all the pieces to go be a real contender. I mean, that's why you have people all over the place talking about the Pelicans now as a true contender, not just a playoff team. So do you want to mess that up for however long of KD? Because KD, the last couple of years, has switched teams. And it's been frequent, right? You go from OKC, you go to the Warriors, you go to the Nets. like if you trade Brandon Ingram and, your treasure chest of picks, and then he only wants to stay for a year or two, like then what have you done? So it's not anything to do with KD. It's just I think when you look at the roster, like Brandon Ingram is, almost 10 years younger.
Yeah, he's 24. KD is 33.
Yeah, so he's almost 10 years younger as well. Like KD, fantastic basketball player, is going to help whatever team he goes to. I just don't think he should be the Pelicans.
Yeah. Plus, he still kind of looks like a spider. And it looks a bit alien. I guess granted, so does Brandon Ingram, but I guess I just have more love for him, so I can't even claim to be objective in that regard. Also, I told you I had a text into Billy Embody. Billy Embody is still on his honeymoon.
No way.
I asked that man on June 30th if he'd come on. He was on his honeymoon. And I feel like he got married he got married, before the finals, right?
Because the Warriors
and
were
everybody
there.
showed up to wedding. He's still on his honeymoon. He's on his honeymoon until July 12th.
God, good for you, Billy.
Yeah,
Hey, good for you, because my honeymoon was not like that.
No.
My honeymoon, because we got married July 28th of 2007, we had to be back for training camp like in 5 days. So the options were pretty limited. And I understand you go, well, you got married that day. It's the only day the church was available up in the Port City. So we were going to San Francisco for a quick honeymoon.
Yeah.
We're leaving from Baton Rouge to try to save some time. And I get up, and all flights to San Francisco have been canceled. So we lost half a day on an already short honeymoon. Shout out to former LSU defensive back Rummel as well, alum Nick Child, who was working at the airport.
Is it the second Rummel shout out of the day?
He was working at the Baton Rouge airport and got me hooked up to Sacramento. We rented a car and drove to San Francisco, but it wasn't the honeymoon that Billy was on.
If we mention Rummel, do we have to mention Garrett Weibel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Craig Stelz.
Yeah.
Craig Stelz.
Kevin Stelz.
Kevin Stelz.
Yeah.
PJ Lonergan. Come on, where's all the Brother Martin boys, Danny?
But there's like 4 in the NFL right now.
Will Clapp, shut up.
Okay, there we go. Now bring it
Roger
back.
Teamer.
Okay.
With the Raiders.
Yep.
No, who went to LSU though for Brother Martin?
That's all I could think of. There was like a 5th-string quarterback back in the day named Bones.
The Raiders putting it on you.
The Rummel Raiders.
Jamar Chase is like the best Rummel Raider. We had to mention him, I feel like.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Yeah, Brother Martin, not looking great right now, guys. Come on.
That he was a Raider. What's going on, boys?
Next generation, we got him.
I mean,
y'all got to tighten up.
Y'all need to combine with Jesuit here, throw some names together.
Yeah.
No, there's 4 in the NFL. Right? There's Clapp, there's Teamer, and there's
no. We're asking about LSU.
Yeah.
I don't remember asking about the NFL, Danny. We're asking about LSU, right? Garrett Weibel didn't make the NFL, but LSU legend. Okay, that's what we're talking about.
Irv Smith went to Bama. Could have used him at LSU at the time.
So Billy just texted me June 29th through July 12th. 2 weeks. That makes sense. I mean, good
Good
honeymoon.
for
Great
you,
honeymoon. Great
Billy.
honeymoon. 2 weeks. That makes sense, actually.
Man,
He said he's in
for on 3.
He's in Ibiza right now. How about that? I would love to go to Ibiza.
There's a song there.
Yeah, I was drunk in Ibiza. How's it going?
Took a pill in
Took
Ibiza.
a pill, yeah.
To show Avicii you were
Took
cool.
a pill and
I'm debating going.
Yeah.
It's actually pronounced Ibiza, Mario. Not
The
to,
song
I
is
don't wanna-
actually like Mario says.
Yeah, I know, but that's incorrect pronunciation. Okay, so same thing as earlier. I agree. I
But
believe
what
in
if
correct
like
pronunciation.
he says it right and you say it wrong?
It's not. It's not though. I know. Danny.
All Spaniards say S's with the list.
Mhm.
And S's and Z's.
Shout out to Hunt in the YouTube chat who points out Greg Deitman went to LSU after he went to Brother Martin, baseball player.
Great. Great. Yeah, nailed it. Comeback complete.
There we go. He's a
Dykeman.
big leaguer. He's a big leaguer.
Who could have forgotten? He is a big league though. No, Dykeman is a beast for sure. No doubt about that. All right, coming up next.
We're gonna look up a Rumble baseball player to have a little chess match with Hunt here.
Get your OTB mailbag questions in. We'll answer some here. Maybe save a bit later in the show as well. It's going to be a little tight. Keep it locked right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. This week on dropbiscuit.com or wherever you listen to podcasts is our new series, Pops, the Louis Armstrong story. Pops is brought to you by New Orleans & Company. Check out neworleans.com and come visit New Orleans.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water. Miller Lite has more taste and only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Check out this Verbo.
Oh, man. Michael, they're your cousins.
On 4th of July, but we're back Tuesday with another edition of Hunt and Hill, talking conference realignment, baseball transfer portal, all that good stuff. Have a great 4th. We're back Tuesday, noon to 2 on 104.5 ESPN, Baton Rouge.
You don't wanna ride the bus like this. Never know who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on test. So Fiji, I was cool. Stuck up on test. And when I finally got sober, felt 10 years older, but fuck it, it was something. I know I'm living out in LA. So I drive a sports car just to prove I'm a real big baller, cause I made $1 million and I spend it on girls. But you don't wanna be high like me. Never really know why like me. You don't ever wanna step off that roller coaster and be all alone. And you don't wanna ride the bus like this. Never know who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that station. Stuck up on that station. Oh, I know. Sad soul. Sad soul.
Off the bench with Esther and T-Bob.
Darling, oh, I know.
Alexandria. And
Sad soul.
Tiger.
Sad soul. Sad soul.
Love a good Jess King
You gotta
Peloton
go-
EDM class.
Yeah. I'll take that playlist. I'll take it. I'll give it a shot.
I can send you a couple.
Now, I'm old. I use Apple Music still.
I don't even think old people use Apple Music. I think you're just part of just a very small community.
Well, it's hooked up to my the HomePod.
What's a HomePod?
Oh, it's like
an iPod?
It's like an Alexa, but on some juice.
Oh.
I mean, the sound, I can play a song in the kitchen and the whole house can hear it and feel the doom.
Well, okay, so with juice, you mean you're talking about the literal quality of the speaker here, the
Yeah.
HomePod. Oh, okay. You're not something that controls your house, or does it do both? It's like an Alexa in that you can be like,
I mean,
hey,
it can.
HomePod.
Oh, yeah, it can.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I have an Alexa too, but this is much better.
In terms of my in-house sound, I have a Sonos sound bar, and basically because my house is just one big room, it does the job. Does the job quite nicely. Eventually, maybe I'll add to the Sonos family. It's pretty cool.
What do you use? You use Spotify, obviously. Fellas,
For
both
many
Spotify, thumbs up.
Even though so depressing.
Mario Napster.
I use Pandora a lot.
Oh, now
We've been through this.
We've been through this. We've been through this. We've
But
been through
there-
this.
now that's
Hey,
the
Pandora's a
actual-
great company. Sirius XM partner. Pandora's great,
Oh,
Mario.
okay, there we go.
There you go.
That's actually the old person answer.
Yeah, it is.
That really is.
I've been on a weird year by year playlist. I've been listening to 2012 hits and 2014 hits and 2017 hits.
It's a little odd.
Like my man John at Rouse's.
Yeah.
1987.
1987, always. Or 35 years
35
previous
years,
to whatever
yes.
the day is. So, yes, for now, 1987.
07 was a great year of music.
Yeah.
I kind of miss Akon being mainstream.
I think what was hot in the streets in 2007. Audio Slave was big.
Akon was on fire. There's a lot of Akon on there.
A lot of Akon.
07, baby. That's when I graduated. Was Levels 07?
You go to graduate, not the national championship you won.
What?
What happened to
like
Scout?
that's what you
Kinda
think
technically
of.
like 2008 a little bit.
No,
yeah.
it was not.
Yeah, I think about being class of 07 more than that. That is
Scout Player of the Week. You used to rep that really
Two-time.
hard.
two-time. Okay? Don't cheat me, Mario.
Yeah, two-time.
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 Champ. Okay?
Two-time.
To steal a little bit from Dr. Disrespect. The champ, the two-time. To steal from Conor McGregor as well. I want to get to mailbag questions, but I had something that I wanted to say. Whatever. Let's just dive into mailbag.
T-Pain was big. Good call, Mill.
Special delivery for off the bench, and look, it is marked most urgent.
Hey, writing to you.
The internet. What the is the internet?
Hashtag OTV Mailbag. Is a show going to see Thor together? Has
Yeah.
anyone invited Rivers? Yes, we will be going to see it when I have a final time. I will let y'all know, but you already know where it's going to be.
It's Friday. It comes out.
Even though I almost don't want to give them props anymore because they're doing commercials with a different radio station, which is just like,
What?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one in our
Like,
family or somewhere
no.
else? Ooh.
No, completely. Not even in the Guarantee family. Despite the fact that I'm basically John the Baptist out here evangelizing, answering. I never answer emails. I answer every email. People tell because I'm passionate about it, but you know what? Sometimes passion doesn't get rewarded.
Well,
So
look,
I don't even know if I want to mention it anymore.
It's great. It's fantastic. But the money that Danny and I had to spend on gas to get there, I think we can pass.
Wait,
that's fine. Let's
Danny,
go it again.
Have you seen Elvis yet or not?
I have not seen Elvis yet.
We got to do that
Boys
sometime
Trip
this week.
Elvis?
Yeah, we
got to do that sometime this week.
We have to do it this week.
And we go see that anywhere.
Like, we have to do it this week.
But no, we're seeing Thor in that theater, so you can
because,
come or not. It's up
like,
to
I've
you.
waited because T-Bob went out.
Yeah.
Where were you? Disney, I think, when it came out. And I've waited, and I've waited.
Well, but
and I've
yeah,
waited.
okay, wow, what a
No,
characterization.
I'm not throwing on you.
No, I know. Okay,
I'm saying I waited.
But what a characterization, though, because you only waited because a babysitter fell through.
Yes.
Initially.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But I could have easily gone and seen it.
You could have.
So, like, the Minion movie was bad, and Memphis wanted another snack because that's all he does is eat. And I'm walking to get him one, and I hear the Elvis movie. It took everything I had not to just like dip in there and be like, long lines. There's a long line out there.
What do Minions sound like singing Elvis?
I'm sure there's a video probably of them singing Elvis.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Do you think the Super Conference future of college football eventually leads to a true NFL feeder league because it encroaches on the NFL market share too much? No, it is the NFL feeder league, right? It's
It
already
always
here.
has been.
It always has been. It's free. The NFL has a great minor league
It's a
that they
free
don't have
scouting
to fund.
system.
Yeah, I mean, no, they don't.
I mean,
they don't
it's not
mind
free.
at
They
all.
pay scouts, but you know what I mean. They don't have to pay for it.
They would welcome a super conference.
Absolutely, they
Because
would.
it allows them to
it would
get
make their
better-
job easier.
Yeah.
It's like, Ohio State versus LSU, LSU versus Texas, LSU versus Michigan, LSU versus USC every week. Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. As they go to Mailbag, if the NFL abolished the draft and teams had to recruit players, would you see, quote, they're only good because they recruit well, coaches being pulled into the NFL more? Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? In theory, right? If you could, if it's just about convincing people to come play for you, and that was how the NFL draft worked, then yeah, I think you would have, absolutely. Like your skill set would work better in the league than it does currently. As I go to Mailbag, what was on your 4th of July menu? The usual, okay, I'll just say the only interesting thing is that we did an oven-cooked brisket with liquid smoke
I love
and all
liquid
that,
smoke,
which
yeah.
I've never done that before. And I didn't love the coloring of the brisket, but the taste was great. The taste was great.
We went, Chef Katie went hamburgers, onion rings, fries.
Hell yeah.
And we got the fryer in the house, so the fries and the onion rings were very, very good.
Yeah, they're always good.
A little bit of everything. Hot dogs, hamburgers, had some really good barbecue chicken.
So probably what you're going to have today
Yeah.
for lunch.
I wish. I know. I'm really bummed. I don't have any left.
Mario loves some good leftovers. He will have Italian, Mexican, and
I want to be clear. Every plate like that,
American food, he's going to put it all together.
those are the Mario plates that I crave, though. Those actually look good. It's when it's 2 hot dogs and 2 bags of chips, and I'm like, pass. But I'll smash those other plates.
Y'all hating on my jambalaya / ravioli
No,
plate?
I thought that was fire, dude. That was fire.
What?
Yes, dude. I would smash that.
Danny, anybody from Louisiana would put those two things together.
No, not
So
at all.
much protein, Danny. Come on.
Just Ted Bundy would.
Yeah, and the guy from Georgia up here, apparently. Good Lord.
I love leftovers, and I love combining them. Danny, what'd you eat? Then we got to go.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, all the works.
Oh.
Can't have money. Whew.
What?
Steaks.
Bro, come on. What are we talking
Where's all the
about?
mayo?
No tacos? Or any traditional
Oh
Mexican?
my God.
No. Okay, let's go to break.
Dang it, Bobby.
Let's go to break. Go to break. We'll be back.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Donald'sGlassandBody.com. I just meant no traditional Mexican cuisine, Danny, is all that I meant. I didn't know if there was a little flair, okay?
Jesus.
DGB Auto.com. He has nothing to do with this, though. If he had a car, he'd probably bring it in at Docile Glass and Body. Right? Hey, bring in that cart, Joseph. It's time to get her fixed up. We're going to make it all the way to Damascus. Go to DGBAuto.com. Donald's Glass and Body today. We're one stop
Where did you go wrong?
car shop.
What?
Hey, I'm 33. I can say these things. Y'all have a great day. Donald'sGlassandBody.com.
Oh, my God, you're not Jesus.
Oh, they're looking to hire.
Yeah, they are. Go to DGBAuto.com. DGBAuto.com. Been doing it since 1977. Truly your one-stop shop, no matter what you need. Something as small as an oil change, new tires, they got you. Paint and body work, best in the state. If you need a brand new windshield, remember they have all of the latest technology to be able to handle that with all the new sensors. Check it out online, DGBAuto.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust poll of the day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench, Hunt and Hill, The Early Line. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the poll of the day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but 2 NMEA certified techs. Family owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years. Front to back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
Going to have an awesome 4th of July holiday. Stay safe. We're taking the day off Monday. We'll be back Tuesday, ready to talk. Hopefully, we'll see you then. So join us for Tuesday's AFR, 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back. OTB. Bam. Floyd Hook still hits. Let's put another brick in this show. Speaking of bricks, falling bricks. Danny, play this video of Instagram here. It's an Alabama dorm called Tuttweiler, and they imploded. And the reason I bring this up is because Kirby Smith is getting done in soon, right? I believe the dorm. Do we know? Are they?
Yeah,
going
they're trying to like sell pieces of that.
They already
by the
knocked
way.
They already knocked it down? It's already gone?
Well, I don't know the whole thing.
Most of it is gone.
Oh,
It'll
so they're
be
not doing a
completely
full
gone.
implosion.
No, they couldn't. They initially they were,
Yeah.
and then something happened where they had to actually like tear it basically brick by brick. They're trying to sell pieces of Kirby to people.
Yeah, the nostalgia's a hell of a thing, dude.
I mean, it is, but come on, what are we doing here? I mean, everybody's got a Kirby story. I get that.
Give
but
me an old dirty bathroom tile. Let me put that thing under a black light.
It's like, yeah, what are we doing here?
I remember taking a dump in that bathroom shower back freshman year. That was a crazy prank.
Did you ever have to spend any time?
No, we actually never.
Oh.
I stayed there freshman year.
Really?
Did
Felt
you?
like a prison most days.
It's got
Were
that
you?
sort of
Did you
feel.
ever get East? No, you didn't get East Campus. You only got West.
West Campus?
Okay.
Yes, WCA.
Yeah.
I had a couple buddies that stayed in East Campus.
That was my class was the last East Campus that summer. We were the last one.
WCA greater than ECA. This is no.
Ooh, great location, WCA.
Yeah, the best location. The
Great
best
location.
Great place to loiter around and just get into trouble, right? I mean, everybody kind of hanging out in the parking lot, edge of campus, by the calf. Yeah, just a great time to loiter around. And get
Mr.
in trouble.
Gaddy's was right there. I mean,
yeah, right by all those little, that little strip of Louis and
Ingas,
everything.
yeah. Oof. Rolls.
During the hurricane, very fun. Just felt like a giant water park, basically.
We had the entire Stelz family in our WCA apartment during Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, It was wild.
Danny, did you Oh, here it is. Here's the explosion. I don't think they did this implosion correctly. Have you ever seen? That's the whole point of this. Have you ever
Off the
seen giant
bench with Esther and
fireballs?
T-Bob.
We'll get back to this. We'll get to Wendy. We'll get some other stuff. And we got our spread lines coming up here on OTB. So keep it locked for hour number 3. As we tell you about AccutempBR.com, AccutempBR.com. Service to the highest degree. We say over there at Accutemp, because if you need any AC, heating, or electrical needs, you want to go to the place with the 4.9 Google review rating with thousands of reviews. I mean, it's unreal, y'all. Again, when we had them out at my house the other day, although we had them out for nothing, because I'm an idiot, my wife, without me saying anything, remarked on how incredible the service was. Experience it for yourself, AccutempBR.com.
Yeah, I mean, we've all done it in this room. T-Bob, more than just the light bulb situation, but I've used them as well. Mario's used them, and you should as well. I mean, they review through the roof. Check it out online, AccutempBR.com. Chat's going to pull right up there when you go to the site, AccutempBR.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has new 2021 Jeep Wranglers and Jeep Gladiators on our lot now with $5,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
The best things in summer are unofficial. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Good morning, everybody. It is 9 a.m. on Tuesday, July 5th. Your government taco forecast today in Baton Rouge. Expect cloudy skies with a high of 84. Government taco, where our pickled onions always make a taco wet. Coming up on OTBOT, Hold the Mayo joins the show at 9:15 for our weekly spread lines. You can follow today's show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at OTB_ESPN, or check us out on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. OTBOT, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Look it up on your iPad.
I am. T-Bob.
A lot of Dion Smith chat in the chat, and I can't see why. If you know, you know. And so we don't know. So like that's what I'm saying. So like we need to know.
We don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying if you know, you know. So tell us so we too can know. Right? Isn't that how that works? Welcome back to OTB, hour number 3. TBOB and number 8T. Jake Hester with you. We got Mara and Danny in here as well. Hope you had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. If you're watching along on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff that we love so much. Okay, plan for this hour. We got spread lines coming up at 9:15. A great RB&R day yesterday for our boy Devin Snow. What rooftop pool was he at? It was in conjunction with Blue Oak Barbecue, but whatever. At a rooftop pool, living his best life.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it.
Okay, well, that's fine. Having a great time yesterday. We'll talk to him about that and more. Also, I want to play that Brian Windhorst video that I love so much. First, maybe we could start where we only got there at the end, which is that video of that Alabama dorm Tuttweiler imploding. A couple things here. First off, it makes me sad that Kirby Smith isn't going to be imploded in a similar way. But, like, play this video again, Danley. And if you're watching online, they're blowing up an old dorm. But generally, am I crazy? Generally, when you see an implosion, you don't actually see, like, fireball explosions, right? You just see, like, it's kind of a muted inside explosion, and the building crumbles in on itself. Here's what I'll say. Wow, that's so crazy to watch, too, as well. Just the sheer destruction of it all. I got 2 questions. Why were the fireballs there? Was it part of a 4th of July celebration? But then also, at the end of the day, I can't really judge because, think about this, boys. If your job in life was to rig up buildings to explode, you have a little bit of a pyromaniac streak in you, right? Like, you definitely get off on this stuff. I, too, would sit there and rig up fiery bombs to make it look like this guy did at Tuttweiler. In fact, I guess at the end of the day, I would essentially be the Danny McBride character from Tropic Thunder. Right, where he's just the bigger explosion, the better. But yeah, I mean that video makes me disappointed that we're not going to see Kirby go through the same fate. So what's going on with Kirby? It's being slowly demolished by like wrecking balls and stuff.
Yeah, I saw them using like
bulldozer
operators.
Basically, and they're just like tearing it down.
Ooh, bro, dude, how tight would it be to run a wrecking ball? Just get to like rear back and swing that thing, dude, and crush a building. Oh man, that'd be a lot of fun. All right. Also on the docket this hour, we got to ask the bench, and we'll probably get back to some of our
questions. You want like what the
like
rumor is with Dion Smith?
I'm a little hesitant. Have I stalled enough for you to get some information on what's going on?
Brennan Chapman, who I don't know who that is, he's got a blue check mark, so he's verified on Twitter. Just on his bio, it says formerly of Ole Miss football.
Okay,
that's all it says. He said, just talked to a friend still in the industry, and wow, the next big story in college sports should be what LSU is doing to Dion Smith. Release his transcript, let the kid play. And then he says, from what I've been told, a JUCO went to LSU to pay the money to get his transcript. LSU said he owed $7,000 to get it. They waited 2 hours to get it. They had cash in hand. LSU came back 2 hours later and said it would cost $22,000 to get his transcript.
Okay,
I have no idea.
I immediately feel way out of depth here. So what are we talking about paying for here?
I guess maybe he went off scholarship.
The right to transfer?
Maybe he went off scholarship, and maybe he owes tuition money. I have no idea. I've got the same look going on in my brain that you have currently right now.
Yeah, so weird on multiple fronts because I don't fully understand what's being paid for here.
and I don't know who Brennan Chapman is, but don't tag Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly has nothing to do with what's going on at the LSU transcript office. Like,
but it is interesting, right? Like, you don't think any of this would be under his purview because it's definitely gonna. I mean, people are going to attribute it to him, like whether that's right or not. Like that. So that's
what
my
you have
second
to do
thing.
with.
What all I'm saying is, first off, I have no idea what we're talking about in terms of what's being paid for. But secondly, if LSU really is making this guy pay, that's a. I don't think you want those headlines because what we're talking about right now, like I don't even know the context of it, but it feels as if it reflects very negatively on LSU and Brian Kelly by extension.
Right. And like I said, I don't know, so we can move on from this story until there's more. But that's you asked to do some research. That's the findings.
What's going on in Baton Rouge? Why would he do that? Let's play the Wendy video. Hit it.
What's going on in Utah?
What's going on?
And that's what people in the league are watching right now. Okay. What's going on in Utah?
Okay.
What's going on in Utah?
Oh, no.
What's going on?
And that's what people in the league.
After all this.
I didn't have the link, so I had to guess which one you wanted.
Wow. Sean, can I get a confirmation?
Not a shot, but I can confirm that it's true.
Okay. Well,
Ooh.
that's a piggyback by you, Mario. All right, let's take it. Let's take it to the people's court.
I'll be the judge here. Go ahead.
That's what I'm going to say. Let's take it to the people's court. Daniel is a very talented video producer. True or false? Stop it! Shut up! Shut up!
The judge can't give you the true or false. I can't
give
you that.
I'm sorry. Daniel's a very talented video producer. In fact, one of his great strengths is as we are riffing on something, he can seemingly always come up with the correct link. I believe in people being empowered to make decisions on their own, act on their own, and having that sort of agency in the workplace. And so while, yes, many times I do provide links that I would like to see, generally if something is memeable enough and famous enough, well, it's like easy. You know what link I'm talking about. It's a Wendy video. It's 2 minutes long. It's a little long, but it's been great. It's very funny. I think Danny's in the wrong here for coming back with a 5-second loop. Danny, you can say your case.
Well, no, that was the most viewed Brian Windhorst video I looked up on Twitter. It had the most hits on it by far. So that's why my initial instinct.
Judge ruling.
I never
Danny.
I personally never even seen the whole.
Danny, was the link in the document to play the video that Robert Hebert wanted played?
No, it was not.
That was not. No. I'm being.
You can play it now, though. I got it ready.
I'll be very upfront about that. Well, I actually want the version now that I retweeted with Mountains, since we've already extended this so far.
Oh, with Mountains?
Yeah, by Hans Zimmer.
No. I mean, now the judge is about to rule in Daniel's favor here.
But no. But this has
wasn't
nothing
in
to
the
do.
document.
No.
You want a different video.
No.
You're not really being specific on what you actually want.
This has nothing to do with the original call, though. Now I'm transitioning since we've already screwed this up so greatly, and the show's already ground to a complete halt, and we had to sit here.
I mean,
and call
this feels like roster.
Report.
It's ready.
Yes,
last
exactly.
week when you just screeched the show.
Last week, it is. But that's what I'm saying. But Kangaroo Court, you decide. Am I in the wrong?
I think you're in the
wrong.
wrong.
Or is Danny in the wrong here?
I think you're in the wrong team.
I think you're a biased judge. I want to appeal.
What?
I want to appeal. I want to appeal
That's
to a higher
3
court.
against 1.
No. Yeah, Mario hopped on that thing.
Mario's never going to back Danny up.
So he already did, though.
I know. That tells you just where you lie.
Producers got to stick together, dude. Producers got to stick together, right? And Mario, too, wants to be led by hand with the document to everything that we need. Okay, if the court rules against me, I don't accept it, and I will appeal.
Accept your ruling.
But I think it's wrong.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
All right. Let's go ahead and play. This is Brian Windhorst trying to answer the question that's on the tip of everybody's tongues on Friday, at least. What's going on in Utah?
I'm going to tell you something happened yesterday.
This is
the league executives were wondering what the heck it means, and it happened within 5 minutes. In fact, Adrian, the tweet right before, Adrian tweeted about Durant. He tweeted something else. There was a trade yesterday between the Utah Jazz and the Brooklyn Nets. It's a very strange trade. Very strange trade. You'd really have to be a Jazz or a Nets fan to even know what I'm talking about right now.
Okay.
I don't even know if
I'm on
you
the
guys
edge
know
of
what
my
I'm
seat.
talking about.
I have notifications
They
turned, but I don't
traded
remember this.
Royce O'Neal, who is a role-playing three-point defensive shooter, to Brooklyn for a future first-round draft pick. And so you're going, well, what do you care about Royce O'Neal? Why does that matter? Why would the Jazz do that? Why would the Jazz, who have 2 stars on their roster, take a player who's one of their starters and best defensive players and trade him in a salary dumping move? Why would they do that?
Open up space to try to land Kevin?
No.
Part of a 3-team trade.
They say, why did Quinn Snyder walk away from that job?
Okay.
And you say, when Danny Ainge, last time he hired a coach, it was Brad Stevens.
Right.
What happened that same year? What did he do? When he hired this young coach who never coached the NBA before, and he gave him a long contract, gave Brad Stevens a 6-year contract. Will Hardy, who they just hired, who was, could potentially be a great young coach. They gave him a 5-year contract. Very rare for a first-time head coach to get a 5-year contract. Why? What's going on in Utah? And that's what people in the league are watching right now.
Okay.
What's going on in Utah?
Okay.
And so I think the Brooklyn Nets and the Phoenix Suns need to find out what's going on in Utah as well. Because what else happened that first year that Brad Stevens got hired? Danny Ainge traded Devin Garnett and Paul Pierce to the Brooklyn Nets. So that trade, that Royce Young trade yesterday, a very strange trade.
God, dude.
That is before Rudy Gobert got traded?
Yes, it is before Rudy got traded.
Yeah.
It's a masterclass, though, for so many reasons. First off, he had everybody eating out of the palm of his hand, right? He put all of his co-hosts on the defensive, where that one girl's like, I have notifications turned on, right? Like, he's like, you'd probably have to be a Jazz or a Nets fan to even know what I'm talking about here. He built it up as to be some sort of huge revelation, some league-changing revelation, and all it is that the Jazz are rebuilding. Which, like, we all knew the Jazz were going to rebuild, right? Like, Quinn Snyder leaves. It obviously wasn't working with Gobert and Mitchell. Maybe it's a bit of surprise that they got rid of Gobert, but man, Brian Windhorst, take a bow, dude. That is just, he made everyone feel so dumb, and they were hanging on his every word, and then he finally says it, and they're like, okay. You hear Freddie, wait, why am I blanking? Who's Freddie Coleman?
Dickinson?
Freddie, no, Coleman.
Oh.
Yeah, you hear Coleman go, oh, okay. Like, oh, that's all this? Okay, whatever, dude. Oh,
all
man.
that from the Royce O'Neal trade.
From the Royce O'Neal trade, dude. Windy, what a legend. Also, if you haven't seen the memes that have come out of it, the still shots and everything, they're just, oh my God.
Elite use of hands by Windy, by the way.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever seen better use of hands.
I mean, hands, eyebrow cocks, insinuating that you are privy to some super secret information. Like I said, putting your co-hosts on the defensive, just a masterclass of running people around. Chava says it feels like the fifth season of Stranger Things. I mean, absolutely fantastic. And that is, so later it came out that Rudy Gobert was traded and they're rebuilding. And it makes sense, right? Danny Ainge, same thing he did in Boston, now trying to recreate that in Utah. Jordan Haddad says T-Bob needs to do more of that. Oh, trust me, I'm like inspired by Windhorst here because he took a nothing story and he made it into something far greater than it ever was. Like Mario said, the Royce O'Neal trade, discussion of it now has millions upon millions of views. All right, when we get back, let's dive into some spread lines with Hold the Mayo. Keep it locked.
OTB, OT.
GEAUXroof.com, GEAUXroof.com. Charlie. Go to Go Roof today. 927-8300 is the number. 927-8300. Okay, you call that number. See how easy it is to get someone out to your home. Then you get a free professional estimate. No dispatch fee. No BS. It doesn't cost you anything up front. I'm trying not to burp. It doesn't cost you anything up front to figure out exactly where your roof stands, and then you make a fully informed decision about what to do next. Maybe the job needs to be done immediately. Maybe it's something you could be put off. No, maybe nothing is wrong. Get those answers for free. Now, once the work begins, everybody's licensed, bonded, and insured, and they stand by their work because they can give you a 2-year workmanship guarantee on top of that manufacturer warranty. How about that? Because they don't care about maximizing profit. They just want to make sure the community's roofing needs are taken care of. Okay? So go to GEAUXroof.com. Go Roof, 927-8300.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust poll of the day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench, Hunt, and Hill, the early line. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the poll of the day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
Service Master Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Master Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Master Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
On 4th of July, but we're back Tuesday with an edition of Hunt and Hill, talking conference realignment, baseball transfer portal, all that good stuff. Have a great 4th. We're back Tuesday noon to 2 on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
OTB OT with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Creep. Hey. Welcome back to OTB.
I don't think I like that very much. I'll be real honest with you.
Well, you know who I do like very much? Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo. RB&R Day on the 4th of July. Best tradition in the world, best city in the world, best country in the world, best red beans eater in the world. We got our RB&R Day shirts on today. Thanks to our boy Dev. Dev, what's up, man? How you doing today, brother?
What's up, baby? Benny, I need something better than that Kmart crunk, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, that is on Benny.
Bro,
that is
that's
on
Big
you,
Moochie.
dude. Danny, that is on you, dude. You choose the music.
I was trying to look for some Kevin Gates, but we were in a time crunch.
Okay, whatever you're saying, dude. Excuses. You got plenty of them today.
He had the Doring. You could have done the Doring video.
Could have done a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, Dev, what's up, dude? Thank you for the shirts, man. Real quick, let's get the business out of the way first. What's the word on the shirts? When they be re-upped? How can people get them? What's the word?
I mean, next Monday is what we're looking at. And I apologize to everybody. I've kind of been short fused with it, but it's just, it's tough to like answer the same question like 150 times. It's a good thing. It's a great thing.
Yep.
But I'm still a human, and my dad always used to get pissed at me for, having to say the same thing over and over. Well, I'm 30 years old. Here we are.
Hey, happy birthday, by the way, bro. When did that go down?
June 25th, baby. The day of cancers.
Oh, really? Are we getting Zodiac right now? Are we getting targeted?
Targeted, yes.
I don't know, man. Just let the cancers have one good day, bro.
Okay.
That's all we ask for, man.
Hey.
One bright day.
We are not a pro-cancer show generally, but okay, we'll take it. What's up, Jake?
Dev, how was yesterday? Because it was obviously a national holiday. Like, was there as many options for the RB&R day? Did you have to go searching high and low? Did you have to get outside of, like, New Orleans, Kenner, Metri? Like, how'd you find your red beans and rice?
You're right, because I wanted it to be stress-free. So the first idea that popped in my head, I kind of went with, which was hit up Blue Oak. You know?
Right. Yep.
Hit up the greatest barbecue in the city, and then just get like a cater pack together. They made it happen. I picked it up at 10:30.
Nice.
Went to a rooftop pool, which I caught a lot of flack for because nobody wants to see a dude from St. Bernard Parish on a rooftop. It just it rubs them wrong. But it was a good time, man. The night before, me and Benny went to the casino to Harris.
Hold on. So, okay, I want this whole backstory because I got a picture. They didn't look like Harris in the picture. Was that Harris in the picture? No, that was a bar. Where you at, like parlays or something? I don't know. We all hang out. No, I'm probably not.
No, it was Evangeline. It's Evangeline, and it's a hot spot. Actually, it's the people that own Fred's, the great people that own Fred's. They got some ties with Evangeline.
Okay.
It's just a long bar. It's, like you walk in and it's just a really long bar. That's what it is. But me and Benny
plan to meet up? Did you plan to meet up or was this in the wild?
Oh, T-Bob, I don't hang out with that many people. So I just hit up Benny in the evening. I was like, hey, you want to go to the casino? And we went. He played conservative and I lost $200.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. I hate gambling. That's
yeah. I mean, it was fun though. At least I hung in there for an hour, so I can justify maybe 100 of that.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? How many drinks did you get? That's how I always try to do the math.
Yeah, it's never a lot.
Like if I'm doing like $15 a drink, even though for those watered down pieces of crap they give you, I'm like, okay, whatever. It's kind of like going to the club. But
I just got 2 Bud Lights, and dude, like I always.
That's even worse, bro. That's even worse than the dome prices. I mean, that's $100 a Bud Light. That's not good. You should have been drinking Coors Light. That's what we do here on this show, Dev. Hell yeah.
Always said that Coors Light has a great looking can that makes you want to drink the whole thing right away.
I agree. I agree.
We'll
The blue, my dumb brain, the blue thing works. So how was it on a night on the town with Benny? In the picture that you tweeted out, Danny looked a little inebriated, but he said that he got even more inebriated later on.
Dude, Benny gets Buzz Lightyear, especially at that little bar Evangeline, because he gets in his little Malibu mode, and then, dude, there's no looking back after that, bro. It's Malibu Benny, and it's a different Benny.
I was in Malibu mode with Danny as well, and all he kept talking about was how hot he thought the bartender was when we were out in California. That's all he kept talking about.
Dude, same thing.
Same thing happened. The same thing.
Exactly. He crushes so hard on the bartenders.
I don't know what it is, bro, but like they're serving me drinks. Like it's I don't know.
They're in a position of power.
Switch, yeah.
They're in a position of power over you. They flirt with everybody.
It don't matter what they look like. He's got all nice things to say. They could look like Cruella de Vil. And Benny's like, yeah, I'm in love.
Yeah, he is like you don't have like a mom fetish or anything. You just got a bartender.
Yeah,
dude, that's cool. Dude.
Well, his mom stuff starts and stops with you.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's true as well. All right, other spread lines over the weekend. What did you do at Home Depot? Why is Home Depot on this list?
I go to Home Depot one time a year, and I don't know what for, to be honest with you. I just kind of, like, something comes over me like, Devin, you should probably get in Home Depot. You need to do some Home Depot things. Well, right when I walked in there, and it's the same feeling every time. I just feel like I don't belong.
Bro. I know, bro. I hate it. Me too.
Like, I got people walking past me with hundreds of pounds of wood.
Yep.
You know, they probably have 3-4 times a day. And, you know, what do I have in my basket when I'm walking out of Home Depot, guys?
You have, like,
I got
screws, maybe?
Dude, not even, bro. Like, I'm not even screwing anything. It's just AA batteries, a bottle of 409, like some bulk laundry detergent, and yeah, man, it's just not cool. Yeah, I need to not go back to Home Depot.
No, I get the same vibe when I go to home improvement stores that if you've ever been to like an old school comic book shop or something, and you walk in and you immediately feel like you are outside of the clique and everybody's kind of looking at you like, or you go to like a mechanic shop, right? And you clearly don't know what the hell is going on inside of cars. And you're like a little sheep. They can like smell it on you. The wolves can, and they just swear. I hate it. I'm right there with you, dude.
But I had one guy walk past me while I had my basket full of nothings, and he was like, yeah, man, I watch RB and R Day. I love what you do. I was just like, hey, man, you know what? I love what you do, bro, in Home Depot, man.
You're really good, man. Hey, okay, Hot Sausage Po' Boys. What's going on?
Hot Sausage Po' Boys, just, you know, I'm always bringing up things that I think need a little more spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Sausage Po' Boys. I mean, every time the conversation of Po' Boys comes up, it's usually roast beef or shrimp. And I got to be honest, I got a Hot Sausage Po' Boy a few days ago, and it's phenomenal. It always is. I've never had a bad one.
Mario, do you want to hop on this? Because as you started talking, Mario started beating his chest.
How do you feel about Baton Rouge discriminating against the hot sausage patties? You can only get links here. I asked somebody for patties like a few months ago, and they looked at me like I was insane.
I'm a patty guy, man. I'm a patties.
Yeah, I mean, for hot sausage, it has to be patties.
Yeah, tell that to I forgot what restaurant it was, but I asked him if they had patties, and he was like talking to me like I was speaking a foreign language.
I've never been a big fan of like putting a big old sausage or alligator sausage link on a, you know, like, what is that?
It's a hot
just
dog
weird.
at that point. Even if you splay it open, it still basically transforms into a hot dog. Okay, so we've established him. We're firmly a hot sausage patty fans here on the show. What's going on with Dyson Daniels? Him tweeting about going to Chipotle seemed to have stirred the New Orleans Hornets nest.
Yeah.
New Orleans Pelicans nest.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
chill out. Chill out, T-Bob.
Jacob, I still call them the Hornets sometimes now, because it feels right, you know. But no, Dyson Daniels got off the plane and went to Chipotle. And I don't know, man. Like, I went to Chipotle one time. I was actually in Baton Rouge. It was like 2013. And again, like Home Depot vibes, right? Like, I don't belong there. I don't belong in Chipotle. I got my sandwich. I took one bite and I threw it straight in the trash can.
No, you didn't, dude. No,
yes,
you
I did.
didn't. No, you
I
did
did.
not.
Yes,
There's
I
no
did.
way. You took one bite of a burrito and then threw that thing in the trash.
Dude, threw it in the trash can. It reminds me of when I went and saw the sequel to Dumb and Dumber that they made like a few years back, and I was like, you know what, man? I was like, I love Jim Carrey so much I can't even deal with this, and just walked out. You know, like, it was so bad.
Oh, dude, that Dumb and Dumber 2 was, you know, the brain freeze race was kind of funny.
No, dude, that was terrible.
What? No.
It was awful. It was an awful movie.
Were they both, you know, they were brain
terrible.
freeze?
Okay.
Nobody felt more bad than I did when I had to walk out of a Jim Carrey movie. Bro, that was.
I thought I kind of liked it. Oh wait, no, I'm not even. Oh,
You're talking about Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
right?
I did not see the actual Jim Carrey sequel. Yeah, no, was it bad? No, I'm talking about Dumb and Dumber where they were young when Harry met Lloyd, and it's not actually Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
That one's all right.
Okay, cool. So we agree.
Yeah, they made one, like the most recent one. It's like they're super old. Jim Carrey's like Harry's in a what do you call it, old folks home?
Yeah.
He's like peeing on himself and stuff. And I don't know, man, it was super forced. You could tell that movie didn't belong in this era.
That sucks. Yeah. So I actually don't hate that as a setup for the movie. All right, other spread lines to get to. We're talking to Hold the Mayo, at Snow Like John on Twitter, Devin Snow. Why in the world is Alien Ant Farm on the list that you sent me?
Because, dude, I think it's one of the few scenarios of where a cover was better than the original.
And make beat it?
I know they didn't.
No, Annie, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I see this music
Fall Out
video
Boy
on
was
Twitter
beat
the
it, I
other
think.
day?
I
Was
think
this
Fall Out
you,
Boy.
Devin, that tweeted this out? Is this somehow
course
what happened here?
Smooth
course
Criminal,
it
by the
was.
way, is the name of the song.
Oh, Smooth
There you
Criminal.
go, yeah,
thank
Smooth
you.
Criminal.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it strikes everything about the early 2000s. You know, you never heard from Alien Ant Farm again, but you gotta listen to that song and watch the video. And it is one of those few scenarios of a cover being better than the original. Nobody wants to say it because Michael Jackson made this song, but man, what a vibe.
I mean, I can't follow you down the better than the original path. I can say that as a time capsule of early 2000s and probably even California culture, yeah, this is about as perfect as you were going to get. But no, I mean, I don't think it's better than MJ. What do you think?
What?
Yeah, what do you think, Jacques? I remember being like early high school whenever it came out, and like loving it and like listening to it on my speakers in my room. But no, I don't think it's better.
Dude, look at it. Dude, they hitting that whole, falling down thing, hitting it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not, they got cables on them for sure.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't think about that, T-Bob. I don't think about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Dev, what do you think about Kevin Durant to the Pelicans? How about that? I know you got to take there.
I'm not against it. I just my only thing about it is I wouldn't want to give up Brandon Ingram. No. So whatever you got to do it. But because Kevin Durant, look, let's be honest here, man. I know Durant's 33, but Durant is a better three-point shooter than C.J. McCollum. He just is.
Yeah.
Like he does it more consistently. He's a sharpshooter. He's a sniper, like for real. And I wouldn't be opposed to it. But like I think y'all brought up a good point earlier. Once a flake, always a flake. Mm-hmm. So you would hate to the perspective of you have all these picks, you have this treasure chest of picks, and maybe you give them up for this guy that would be here for a year or two. I'm not really into that. I think the organic I'm biased. I'm always going to agree with the organic approach.
Yeah. And it's how you've grown RB&R and Hold Mayo and everything. And it's how D. Griff is trying to grow the Pelicans right now, which, by the way, Kendrick Perkins owes the Pellies a little bit. How do you feel about Perk saying he will donate to the Church of Impatient Bull's Choice?
Yeah. So shout out Chris Conner.
Yep.
Because, man, made that all into a reality. And, yeah, dude, Kendrick, has anybody seen the national announcement yet? Because I didn't see it. Like, when he goes on
Mario's nodding.
Yeah.
Did
he tweeted it out. He tweeted it out.
Okay.
He said, I see you at Pelicans NBA. Yeah, he acknowledged it.
No, but did he say something on national television? Because that was another part of this deal.
No, not that I've seen.
Okay,
no.
so he still owes an apology then. Dev is just making sure to keep everything honest here.
Yeah, because, the next thing's the money. And, when you tell New Orleans you're going to give them some money, we're going to definitely keep track of it,
Yeah, Amber Heard said she was going to donate all that money, right? And that was one of the big parts of that trial. She didn't end up doing it. So, okay, yeah, we got to keep Perk honest. One tweet, not enough to satiate the Pelicans' hunger.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, no way.
Who is Izzy Adesanya?
Okay, so Izzy Adesanya is, top 3 UFC fighters in the UFC. He did something pretty cool.
I saw this.
Yeah, he did it over the weekend. Saturday night, UFC took over. Nothing's really going on. So UFC had a great card. And Izzy Adesanya walked out to the Undertaker's intro music. He had his opponent's – he had the urn and everything, dude. Had his opponent's name on the urn. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Pat McAfee had left the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and headed straight to the UFC event and was sitting front row. It was pretty tight.
Did he knock him out?
No, he didn't, but he won. And he won.
Okay, he won. That counts. That'll play.
Yeah, and he won conventionally. Nobody's really messing with this guy. He's an assassin when it comes to his technique.
I just got a text telling me I need to ask Devin if he is the Chalmette voice on Waze, which brings up 2 questions. The main question, is there truly a Chalmette voice on Waze? Can you get a Chalmette accent on Waze? Mark, you're not in your head? You've seen this?
I've seen it, a couple of times.
What? Oh, my God.
Devin would know better.
There's no way, because if a dude from the parish really he made it like that, you would hear about it, bro. Like, this guy.
Hey, Ronnie's on Waze, dude. Oh, man.
I think that's somebody that might be saying they got a parish voice, but
not genuine. Yeah.
Who would be the person if you could set someone on your Waze app, like to be the voice? Who would it be? Mine's Phillip Rivers. It's not even close.
Oh,
Mike Tyson.
Choose anybody.
Mike Tyson, hands down.
Mike Tyson. Okay.
Snoop Dogg.
I bet Snoop probably's been on there before.
I want like a deep baritone. So like, give me like a James Earl Jones or like a Morgan Freeman. I just want something
see, that's
beautiful and crunchy.
No, I want like, hey, say ball up here on the right, by half a
Do you know
mile.
how annoying that would
No.
be if I'm in traffic and got
No.
Phillip Rivers barking at me like some sort of like country chihuahua?
T-Bob wants Anthony Hopkins to guide him.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, up here, about a quarter of a mile down the road. No, that's
yeah,
sweet,
I
man.
do
No, I want
Schwarzenegger.
somebody.
Next
Schwarzenegger, okay.
But I think they already have him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's amazing, man. Like, there's just certain people in the world that just got a voice like Schwarzenegger, Tyson. You know, like I listen to Tyson do a Manscaped promo, and dude, I'm like holding my gut laughing. It's so funny,
Bro,
Like,
all of y'all's voices would get so annoying so quickly.
But to you, this isn't your voice. This is our voice.
What are you doing? Hurry up!
Like, we don't want to hear Darth
No,
Vader.
They legit have him, but he talks normal.
No, I think I'd go Morgan Freeman first. Yeah,
Oh, that's
like,
better answer than, I mean,
I don't want to turn
others.
left up here now.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean Morgan Freeman sounds nice, like if you're in like the city or something.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, just relax. You're in traffic. All right, look, Deb, what's going on this week? Where can people find you? What you got going on?
I'm watching my buddy's dog for a month and a half right now. He's in Italy.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm at the month part, and yeah, dude, I'm at the month and few days part, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like this has turned out to be something else, you know? Like,
yeah,
dude. First of all, like I love him to death, but like, who goes to Italy for a month and a half? And you know, like I can understand a month, but it's the half for me.
Yeah, what kind of job, dude? That's a good job. Whatever he's getting
Love,
getting on the vacation.
Sometimes it's not all about money; it's about love. Love can bring you to another country.
And now we arrive. Yep. That makes sense.
Undefeated.
So, did he
Love
throw
is
it away?
undefeated.
Did he quit his job to go there?
Who knows?
All right, Deb, you have a great day, man.
All right, y'all have a good one.
See you, Deb.
Devin Snow, hold the mayo, aka Snow Like John on Twitter. I actually have in my text the link to download the Chalmette voice on Waves, so we can get to that next here on OTB. Look, Jake, you're always gambling away on DraftKings. Did you pull off any more of your stupid, crazy parlays that you generally hit seemingly like twice a week?
Actually, this weekend I was more in the daily fantasy. I did really well in baseball. This time of year is great for baseball. You can really, do a deep dive and find out some matchups. But you can also use that when it comes to the sports book as well. Like check pitcher matchups, because now you have a sample size, Steve. Now you have a sample size of what the starting pitchers are, what they're going to do. You're starting to have some bad teams try to call up some young players, and so you can get some advantages there as well.
So, look, right now you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the promo code Baton Rouge, and you can risk-free bet up to $1,000. Your first bet can be up to $1,000, and you will get another shot. You'll get that money back with another shot to cash in if it fails. So you want to make a big bet to start out, download DraftKings Sportsbook app, promo code Baton Rouge. Remember, you got to be 21 or older, physically present in Louisiana. Availability varies by parish. Eligibility restrictions apply. Minimum $5 deposit. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full terms and conditions. Licensee partner, Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-770-STOP. All right, we'll get to a tweet that blew a lot of people's minds over the weekend in terms of its ability to tell the future. And maybe get some more of those mailbag questions as well, which I saved from earlier. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
OTB, OT.
Go to DonaldsonGlassBody.com, right? Yeah. No.
Well, you can do that.
Central
but
Plumbing.
No.
Nope.
Oh my
All-Star
God.
Toyota Baton Rouge.com.
Oh, my.
I was looking at her, too. All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.com. Look, man, you want to buy, rent, lease? It's all there for you. All of the answers. So the opposite of what we talked about, walking into some place like a home improvement store of some sort and feeling like you're on the outside looking in, the opposite takes place when you walk in All-Star Toyota. You immediately feel welcomed. They immediately try to help you out however they can, get you answers for what you need for your vehicle. They want to buy your vehicle as well. Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge. Go see them off of Airline today.
Yeah, buying, leasing, or renting. They've got the full fleet available. That's just not going to be the case anywhere else. Like when you're leasing a car, you only have so many options. When you're renting a car, you certainly only have so many options. But over at All-Star, the full fleet is available. So bigger, smaller, whatever you need, they've got you covered. AllStarToyotaBatonRouge.com.
This week on DropBiscuit.com or wherever you listen to podcasts is our new series, Pops, the Louis Armstrong story. Pops is brought to you by New Orleans & Company. Check out NewOrleans.com and come visit New Orleans.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
Vizzy, the first hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C. It just hits different. Vizzy, step up your seltzer game.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but two NMEA-certified techs. Family-owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years, front-to-back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
Going to have an awesome 4th of July holiday. Stay safe. We're taking the day off Monday. We'll be back Tuesday, ready to talk. Hopefully, we'll see you then. So join us for Tuesday's AFR, 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Overload, just fly behind the wheel. How does it feel when there's no destination that's too far? And somewhere on the way, you might find out who you are. Living in
OTB
America.
OT with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Yeah, you ain't never seen anything like this, Drago.
Well, actually, in that circumstance, he actually did okay.
But you've never seen anything like it.
I mean, he actually, pretty sure.
That's when he killed. Is that before he kills Creed?
Yeah.
No, but he's never seen anything like it. He's clearly taken it back at the spectacle, right?
Yeah.
Damn, what a show.
Well, James Brown, okay.
What? Did you see this tweet from October 24, 2011 from LSU, a quote from LSU Chancellor Michael Martin that's been making the rounds again?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. So, yep.
Okay. Well, you know, it's just a generic radio setup. I didn't literally mean like, did you see this? It was like,
you asked, had I seen it?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah,
you just
so
be like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
You,
like, yeah, it's crazy, right?
Oh, sorry. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. This comes from Nathan Finmo, and he tweeted this on October 24, 2011. LSU Chancellor Michael Martin, quote, I think we could ultimately end up with two conferences, one called ESPN and one called Fox. Laughter. So I guess he said that. The whole room cracks up. Well, Michael Martin, take a bow. Because
really.
here we are 11 years later, And it certainly feels like there are two conferences, one called ESPN and one called Fox. That was excellent. It was well done.
I mean, think about how wild that was at that time to say that.
Yeah, what would have been going on at that time? Like, what contract would have just gotten done? That's the only thing I'm a bit confused about.
SEC added Missouri and A&M in 12, so maybe that had been announced.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can think of.
Maybe there was like a big Fox Big Ten rights deal or something along that time.
Now, the question is going to be, are we done? Because remember when we were at Media Days and the Oklahoma-Texas portion got announced, we're like, oh, what's coming next in the next couple of days? We wait. Nothing immediately.
Yeah.
Now, a year down the road, USC, UCLA to the Big Ten.
Well, the alliance came. It just didn't end up meaning anything.
That means nothing. Yeah, there was nothing. There was not a handshake. Like that was. There was a handshake. There was no contract. But now it's like, okay, we've been waiting. It's like nothing has come, and it might not. It might not come for another year. Like we don't know that, but eventually, yeah, it's going to be probably what that person talked about.
Yeah, good job, Michael Martin.
Two big conferences. Now, the only news I've seen since, the Pac-12 is going to explore all options to expand. So they're going to try to add teams. I didn't know maybe if they would try to merge with the Big 12. I didn't know if they would honestly just fold. I mean, I didn't know, like, because we assumed like Washington and Oregon would be next. If you stay pat, if you hold on to Washington and Oregon, now you're never going to replace USC and UCLA, but maybe you can, add a Boise, a San Diego State. Maybe you can convince BYU to not go to the Big 12 and join you out west and, have obviously the rivalry they have with the Holy War with Utah. Does that do anything for a lot of people? Probably not.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can add teams.
Because you've already not been respected enough to really be in the CFP.
Yeah.
Because let's not forget, USC has been awful. We're talking about USC because they are a brand. They're still USC as a brand. As a football team, it's been a long time since they've been worth anything.
It's kind of the theme. Now, maybe you could
So,
say
the Pac-12 is already down. Like, they weren't the class of the Pac-12. Oregon had taken that title from them.
Yeah. Well, and it's weird, though. This offseason, the NIL has just changed the dynamics for three schools mainly that would all fall into that category, right? USC, Texas, and Miami have all been bad. And now they're all making headlines.
A&M to some point.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. A&M's tough because they had the 9-1 season. Now, and look, Texas had a Sugar Bowl, but they were 9-4. So it's still not like the most impressive.
I mean, A&M's like as far as resume of what they've done in their history.
Oh no, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it's the worst. All right, we're gonna close out the show next with a little Cole Kurz Light. Ask the Bench. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
OTB. OT.
Go to centralplumbing.org. 925-8552 is the number. 925-8552. Centralplumbing.org is the website. Any plumbing issues that you have, don't think twice. Think once. Think Central Plumbing. Just pick up the phone. Schedule a time. Have them come out to your home and fix your plumbing issues without you lifting a finger. Look, man, they've been at it for 50 years, y'all. I don't care if it's commercial, residential, old house, new house, red house, blue house. They can fix your poo house, okay? So go to centralplumbing.org today.
Your what?
Your poo house.
Your poo house. Okay, all right. Centralplumbing.org is the website. Remember, they can come remodel your bathroom as well. That's commercial or residential. So if you have an office building and you want to redo the whole thing, they've got the fleet ready to go. If it's just your bathroom, maybe it's just the master at your house, they can certainly come in. They can give you new floors, new vanity, new mirror, new tile, new shower, new tub, whatever it might be. Call them today, 225-925-8552.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Vizzy, the first hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C. It just hits different. Vizzy, step up your seltzer game.
On 4th of July, but we're back Tuesday with an edition of Hunt and Hill, talking conference realignment, baseball transfer portal, all that good stuff. Have a great 4th. We're back Tuesday noon to 2 on 104.5 ESPN, Baton Rouge.
OTB OT with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Hey, are you into landscaping? Well, go to GoTrosOutdoorPower.com where you get all of your heavy equipment, free delivery anywhere in the state, full access to the parts department, full access to the service department. We love local, family-owned business. That's exactly what GoTros is and has been for 18 years. GoTrosOutdoorPower.com. Ask the Bench, brought to you by Colker's Light, Vizzy Hard Seltzer, Blue Moon Light Sky Citrus Sweet. T-Bob earlier mentioned Toy Story. I just recently watched it for my kids. Would you rank your 1 through 4? I'm going to go Toy Story 1 because I'm always I just love origin stories. Then I'm going to go 3, then I'm going to go 2, then I go 4. And I think all are good. Real cinephiles generally put 2 on the top of the list for whatever reason, though. What about you, Jay?
I don't care. Not a big Toy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had any passion for the subject.
I like Toy Story 1's great.
Oh, it's a
but I kind of stopped after that.
Okay.
Because I was a little too old, and then my children weren't around old enough.
Oh, wow. So they've never watched it.
I've never seen 4. I think I've seen 2 and 3. I can't remember. 1's great, though. Don't get me wrong. One's fantastic. So, hey, real quick, Danny, can you throw the picture of the, what are we calling it?
The Gentle Minions.
Yeah, this is the Hester version of the Gentle
Minions.
Jackson thinking he's way too cool.
Yeah, he looks
cool.
cool.
Little 12-year-old self.
He looks cool with that little,
Knox
thing.
has the goggles. Memphis, of course, has the goggles as well. They went suited and booted, dude.
Wanted to be like, but where's Huddy?
He stayed the night at a friend's house.
Wow, bailed. Not a real Gentle Minion. Out the foxhole.
But he did go to the Minion movie an hour before we did. So Jackson actually saw him in the restroom randomly.
Out the Minion hole. Did he have a suit on? Did Huddy go suit and
you know Huddy, man. Huddy's like, nah, man.
I don't know, man. Out the fox, not a foxhole move, Huddy. Yeah. Ask the Bench. Great older brother move by Jackson, by the way.
Yeah.
Will CFB teams eventually break away from their respective schools and form a minor league system where players are paid salaries, provided health care, blah, 401k, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't really care. Maybe I'm just being lazy right now.
It's already a minor league system. That's what it is. As far as a union, maybe, because that's what you're talking about when you're talking about 401k and healthcare and all that stuff. I mean, obviously they'd be a part of a union and they would be paid. I don't think pay for play. They're trying not to do that. So I don't know.
Ask the bench, hunting or fishing. You can only pick one.
Oh, fishing.
Easy.
That's not easy. I mean, hunting's great. Fishing, man. Bad day to be a cold cruise light when you're out there fishing, Bo.
I took Alice fishing for the first time this week. It was awesome. It's
I mean,
much more chill. Hunting's the whole thing.
Hunting's great.
No, I'm not saying it's not great, but it's not nearly as fun as fishing. But
it's not. It's so great.
OTB, OT.
When's the last time you went hunting? Just curious.
Couple years. Fishing all the time.
Page Plus Urgent Care, PagePlusUC.com.
We had this pesky job that gets in the way in the fall.
I agree with Greg. Greg says the oldest Hess about to be beating up Dad. I mean, he looked huge in that picture.
He's tall. He's a tall fella.
Yeah, but you know what? No matter how tall you are, sometimes they say the taller you are, the harder you fall. And if you fall, maybe you twist an ankle or something, jam a wrist. Go to Page Plus Urgent Care. Quality care for life's little unexpected moments. 8 locations in Baton Rouge, more opening up around the way, 9 overall. You need your occupational medicine needs sent. Go to the Mid-City location. They're the best, man. You're going to be blown away. Rivers told you on Friday. You'll be blown away by the Patient Plus facilities when you see them. Page Plus Urgent Care.
Go to PagePlusUC.com, PagePlusUC.com. 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. every single day. And like T-Bob said, 8 locations are going to have one that's convenient for you. That is what they are. They are convenient. PagePlusUC.com. Get in and get better.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.